And we're live. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to Donna Davis. Thank you for being here. The Buffalo Soul, the rest, thank you for being here. Missy Brom Brom has entered the chat. Audrey Wright is in the building. Morning fun present. Teacher Senior Sexy is here. Lovely Aneka is in the building with us this morning. Elaine Brown, Wayne Nathan, Sharon Spence, Unstoppable Josh is here. Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the people going out to work, those coming in from work. Extra special big up shout out to the people who wish good for others as much as they wish good for themselves. You're a good person. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, whatever it is your job description is. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Wednesday morning, and today is the 6th of August 2025, and we are happy to be here for sure. I'm tired because I've been getting up and going and getting my workout early in the morning and coming back and working. I'm in here like a mad scientist with multiple computers, just going, doing my thing. But me no different from nobody else. We have to get up and work, don't? The Buffalo Soldier says, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live, please. Let's Bond TV is in the building bright and early with us this morning. I know my notification said I was supposed to start at 7:15, but you know, this thing that we do, there's a story that just broke about police release a story about a Jamaican. I'm there, I sit down and watch the video of it and got caught up in that. I'll bring it to you at another time. We're not going to discuss it this morning. Very interesting story. Jamaicans are in everything as usual. So this morning, our main two topics we're going to be talking about, because I'm not going to be here for long. It won't be an extended morning, but it will be an interesting morning. Our main two topics are going to be immigration update, not about what was posted this morning, immigration update about third-party deportation from U.S. immigration. And we're also going to be talking about the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. What Andrew Holness has done for Jamaica versus what are the things that, what are the grounds for removal then? What he has done, what great things he has done versus the grounds for removal. Listen, it's politics time in Jamaica, and although we spend a lot of time in the United States of America, as you can see, the flag behind me is split in two. So that must tell us, you know what I mean, right? So that must tell us what it is. See? So we want better for our home country as well as for here, so as well. So we're looking to Jamaica thing and see what go on. Today is Independence Day for Jamaica. Happy Independence Day, Jamaica. Even though those who have followed me for some time now know how I feel about Jamaica's independence and us celebrating independence. I hate saying it. And when I first discovered certain things about our independence, it was probably about 10 years now. Yeah, it was around when I started doing YouTube and started the whole Jamaica thing on YouTube. It, I, I told you all this before. I was hurt. I was hurt. Come here, Jamaican, we big up my chest, you know. Beat my chest hard when they are foreign. Jamaica rude boy like me, a ninja man in the movie. Thing. Jamaica rude boy, Jamaica. And then I found out we weren't really independent. You know, a couple of questions came down the pipeline, and by the time I answered a couple of questions, then I said to myself, so then if them they are not so, then we're not really independent for true. And somebody said, then all this time, SouFlo, you thought we were independent. We're not. It's a false independence. But with that said, I won't damper anybody's party this morning because Jamaicans are going to be celebrating left, right, and center. And we always have a reason to celebrate So we can have this discussion after the party done. So go and go party and celebrate the independence and all these things. All right. But the truth remains though that we are not truly independent. I'll give you two reasons why. For one, our judicial system is not fit for modern times Jamaica and Jamaicans. We still function under the same colonial judicial system that the colonial masters formed and put together and put in place. And that's what we have, right? And for that's why we still have we judge them where wear the white wig and these and these kind of things. And for two, the highest courts that we can fight any court, and everybody should be more familiar with this one now. The highest courts that we can fight any trial, any case to, we have to go outside of Jamaica to the law lords of of Great Britain. The law lords of Great Britain, when they speak above the highest courts in Jamaica. That's to tell you, so let me put it in a perspective for you. That's to tell you that we are not independent. If they hold such authority that they speak above, then yeah, we're not truly independent, right? And there are many other things I could go on and say this morning, but I'm not dump on the party. However, we're gonna get deep into this. I told y'all yesterday there's a pamphlet, a book being given out by the Jamaica Labour Party, and it's about all the great things that the Right Honorable Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party has done. This is their attempt to educate the people about what they have done so the people them remember or they know and then come vote for them. And I found it. I found the documents where they're available at, and we're gonna get into some of the stuff that's on there. It's a whole heap. It's a whole heap. Them say them do. Whole heap. Them say them do. But before we go into all that though, let me just throw this out there. Let's. You know what? It's up to you. Where do we start? Do y'all want to get the third party or the third country deportation stuff out the way? Is it U.S. immigration first or Jamaica politics first? It's up to you, the audience. Jamaica politics first or U.S. immigration update first? You have 60 seconds to decide, and then we will kick it off from right there. Golden Cheese, big up yourself. Golden Cheese Cookie, thank you for being here. White man gave up that wig in the 1800s, and we still we still hold on to the wig when them dash when them dash way. Oh man. Uh, and we look so stupid with the damn thing on our head too. It make we look like, I see you see them put on something on them head. So we're 25 seconds in. Let me see immigration. Let me see US. Let me see, well, that's 2 for US immigration. Politics 1 for Jamaica. US 3 and immigration 4. So we are 32 seconds and counting in, and immigration update is leading. Only 1 for Jamaica politics. All right. The Jamaica politics, something I'm going to get pretty interested. I don't know if y'all want to leave it for last. We're 42 seconds in. We're almost 60 seconds in. I'm guessing it's going to be U.S. immigration update first, and then we're going to get into 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 5-6-3. Thank you for being here this morning, SouFLo and everyone on this platform all the way from England. Big up yourself. U.S. immigration it is. All right. And Missy Bram says, Flo, turn on the phone. I want to call before you start the context. Wait there, the phone on? All right, my sister, thank you. I know it's fully charged. I had it on the charger all morning just for this occasion right here. All right, it's starting. Get a minute to make it process out. All right. She said she want to call before we get into the kick it off and roll with it. Session US to begin deporting. Let's pull this up real quick. Well, if only I take so long to start one. I have a lawsuit against Southwest Airlines. Just randomly throw that out there while the phone is trying to start. I have a lawsuit against Southwest Airlines where I'm trying to get an iPhone back. I'm a mother phone. Our $1,500 phone I'm trying to get back. I'm not trying to get the phone back. They found the phone and then them lose the phone. So I'm trying to get the money back for the phone. Just back of that. Long story short, I've already spent $1,400 and something for representation and everything else. We could have just give me mother the $1,500 and tell her go buy our phone or buy back our phone, even though she bought a phone back already. I just want mommy to be compensated. But one bag of run around they give you trying to get your things back from them, Southwest Airlines. But I'll be now that I'm invested all in it. I had to write a letter to the judge yesterday and all this stuff. Mind you, I gave the person the phone under a bunch of cameras, and they at the airport went into the camera room and saw me on it. But the person who is supposed to pay me can't watch the video because their policy says them can't show that person the video. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, my little brother.
All right, morning, family. I'm here.
Yes, just want to catch you before you jump in at your immigration thing.
All right, talk to
Yes, you see, yesterday we finished on the point with Dayton Campbell saying that the taxi driver should take them to election morning.
Should avoid
right,
JLP
should avoid
people and
I know I was listening to live, but it looked like I stepped away from the computer when that was mentioned. So I went back last night and watched it. You know, like how they would screen record something that you say and not listening what happened before. The same thing. Because he was talking on them splice him because he was talking on the thing like the amount of taxi driver being just dragged and thrown into prison. Right. And they were talking, he was talking about when the teacher was kidnapped and the university girl, they called taxi men murderers and killers.
Right.
How they class them. He was saying that and a them same one that the one you carry them election man, you carry them. So them screen record that part alone.
Oh man. So
yeah.
Because you know when I saw it yesterday, I said, and thank you for doing that, because when I see it yesterday, and I said to myself, then Dr. Dayton is way more intelligent than that. Why would I say something like that?
Because even me in the chat said no, that was not good taste for Dayton. But that's why I went back, because I know a smart guy. Why would he just blatantly say something like that?
That's why I love people like Una, because you keep this platform credible. Because we throw it out there just like that. It had to be something deeper, right?
Yes. Yes.
I know that you've done that. I have it right in front of me, so I'm going to run through it quickly.
Go back and listen.
Yes, so I have to revisit it. All right. I appreciate you greatly, sis. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. All right. That's what we're talking about. Truth and accountability. I appreciate you for that. Don't make it slide. Don't make it slide, because we have a responsibility to be truthful, and if we make lies slide, then we become non-credible. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Good morning. Happy Independence.
Good morning, family. Happy Independence to you. How you doing?
Mr. Bram first Smith, can you come again with you?
Talk to it.
Yes, yesterday when you said what you said about, you didn't call his name, but I know it was Dayton Campbell.
Actually did call his name.
Mr. Bram from Kalaki, from Carriage.
Well, we're going to get into that right now, family. We're going to get into it right now.
Yes, I mean, why you rush me? when Val said I kill about the why me? Have a nice day, SouFLo.
All right, family. All right. So, Dr. Dayton Campbell actually said, let me see what them have yourself. People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell said that the taxi operators should withhold their service from members and supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party on election day. Dr. Campbell was actually speaking at a PMP meeting in Arakabessa, St. Mary on Sunday when he said that. The government's rural bus program is set to roll out approximately 110 buses in September, and it is set to benefit 258 rural schools in the first phase of the rollout. The opposition party has proposed a plan that would see 20,000 students receiving a subsidy of $2,500 weekly to use taxis to get to and from school. Dr. Campbell says the PNP intends to show appreciation to the taxi operators. I guess a big part of bringing the students, I guess a big part of the taxi people them pay is bringing students. But that's conflicting. Anyways, meanwhile, Dr. Campbell says the PNP is winning the traction war ahead of the next general election. And Dr. Campbell says that Jamaica Labour Party is behaving as if it's the first party to campaign for re-election on the strength of its achievements. That is all they printed. So let's hear what he actually said in words. Let me put this right there. So let me hook you up to a speaker so we can hear what he said.
We are going to give them $500 a day, $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month time to send them to school. Why would anybody decide that they want to take $5,000 to vote or $10,000 to vote when you can get $10,000 every month per child to send them to school? When we say we can't them go to school, them start cuss all the taxi man them. Me I wonder if the taxi man them if you really are going to get up election day and say you don't care labor right. You don't know yeah, them say you don't thief and rapists and them something there. Run with them and election day when they come, no care nobody for them.
Okay, so it was in that context that it was said. All right. So the People's National Party was proposing that they would give incentive to all students who use taxis, right? That means, and then the JLP roll out the bus program. So with the bus program, you know, the bus are got free. You're not gonna need that incentive there. Even in that they're playing politics. So again,
we are going to give them $500 a day, $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month time to send them to school. Why would anybody decide that they want to take $5,000 to vote or $10,000 to vote when you can get $10,000 every month per child to send them to school? When we say we can't them go to school, them start cuss all the taxi man them. Me I wonder if the taxi man them if you really are going to get up election day and say you don't care labor right. You don't know yeah, them say you don't thief and rapists and them something there. Run with them and election day when they come, no care nobody for them. Tomorrow, our leader is going to have a link up with the taxi man them because we understand that you have to appreciate everyone in the society. Those who come from upper top, those who come from the rest, and those in between. So we are going to show our appreciation by having the link up with the taxi men who transport us daily to and from work to and from school to and from church to and from wherever we're going. How you say you are campaign for achievement, but you're afraid of the people. You know, say if Vibes Cartel went there, he would have said they coward like dog. You have all of these achievements, and you're running scared, hiding from the people.
Oh man, Jamaica politics is so, I don't know if because we live outside of Jamaica most of the year, so you know we season other things, and then when the one say if Vibes Cartel did there, he would have said them coward like dog. I know Cartel sister, you know. I know Cartel sister is Idonia sister. Is Idonia sister. Me a dancehall enthusiast. Them coward like dog. Never yet get a charge. So how you bad? You hungry bad for make call. For make phone call. Cause you have no heart for do it none at all. I know Jenna that. Hey, banga mana banga mana banga. I don't know say that. What can man say? Vibes Cartel was here. He would say, them coward like dog. Oh man, just a point. All right.
You say you are campaign for achievement, but you're afraid of the people. You know, say if Vibes Cartel went there, he would have said they coward like dog. You have all of these achievements, and you're running scared, hiding from the people. I hear them say, them now campaign. Then if election due next month and you now campaign, you need to fire somebody. Then they come back and them say them launch their campaign. And since them launch it, they continue to do the same thing what they were not do before. Which means that they were always campaigning. But they are afraid because the momentum is with the People's National Party. And comrades all over Jamaica have said time come for a change.
Now, before I play any more of the clips, I have a bone of contention with that. I have said that. So, okay, so Jamaica doesn't have a particular day set aside for election, right? It's not like we can say, okay, today is August 6th and today is Independence Day and today is the 1st of and today is this. We don't have no set we don't have no set day to call our election. And we're talking about general election where we are looking to see who would be. Imagine if the US didn't have a set election day where you would know, okay, after this election, definitively, this is who the president of the US is going to be, right? And I think that's being used all the time to their advantage. I pointed out to you guys before that the last election that was called, Andrew did it very slick because he did it in a time when he was telling everybody, stay inside, social distance, 6 feet apart, wear your mask, can't gather in groups of more than 6, and all these other things. Church shut down, Yasa shut down, Dessa shut down. And I woke up one day to see a sea of green. I mean, I say, what happened in Jamaica? How come? Them say election call. And I saw Andrew Holness hanging out the top of the car, surrounded by a lot of people, some wearing masks, some weren't. But nobody was like social distancing. You know, everybody there rub up on each other and jumping on the road. So they swept that election and they call it a sweep. I think that's a bad thing. So now you hear him, Dr. Dayton, saying, listen, they always been campaigning. It's like them a test the water, you know. So them say, all right, make a campaign in because they could have called it in 2024, you know. So them test the water in 2024, early 2024. Them say, you know, look too safe. It look like, say, you know, the other side might have the momentum, drawback. All right, do a couple of things around the place, then drum up some media publicity and stuff. Test the water again, middle of the year. I don't know, no, look safe still. Test it again at the end of the year, and they keep testing and keep doing stuff and testing until they find like the momentum is high for them. Then them call the election, which is friggery. It's friggery. The election should have a set date. Which one of them politician here is going to get into power and say, do away with this stupidity? Because here's what happens. That's a sabotage for the other side. Give you an example. The Jamaica Labour Party has been in power. The Jamaica Labour Party has been making a lot of money in power. So they have the purse to campaign extensively. Them have wholly, you know, see them just buy 100 and sitting buses from the US. You think a little bit of money that's spent, forget them buses from the US and have them, all those buses shipped to Jamaica, 110 buses, I think it is. Them have a lot of money. So they have the money. What about the other side who deserve to be able to campaign fairly as well, right? Which would extend fairness to the Jamaican people. If your money not long like theirs, they can act like election about to be called, drawback. You don't spend out your money now because you say, Ross, it look like them will call election. Because they don't have to tell you, it look like them will call election. So make us start campaign. And you campaign out your little money and then them draw back. This could be a strategy to drain the purse of the opposition party. That way, when we finally get to where we decide to really call election, them not gonna have no resources. Them can't do the radio spots. Them can't put up poster billboard all over the place. Them can't get into these communities, travel around, send out their delegates, gather up the people. Them. It's a strategy. It's a strategy, and I think it's frigged up that they actually allow this to happen, right? The amount of time we think election did not go call because we saw stuff that was being ramped up by the Jamaica Labour Party, and we're like, yeah, election must be they're close by, and they keep saying election is close by, election is close by. Well, and it wasn't. And we're going to a new year, and it's still not called yet, right? They have a deadline, I believe, is up until September to call it. So we have a deadline, but we have a time frame, but not a specific day. That needs to be done away with. That needs to be done away with.
On Sunday, we are go up a town. If they know what call it, we are going to call it. We are going up a town for Kingston and St. Andrew parish meeting. And that is the deadline for the election. So if we are going to call it, we are calling because there's no reason to delay the election. In all of my life, I'm listening to them. And they come with an argument that they are the first government a campaign for achievement, nothing, no go so. They were about all of them election where PJ run, when him said don't stop the progress. What was he talking about?
I must admit, I did hear that. You know, and I thought that was pretty inaccurate to say we are the first to run on achievements. Anyway,
we are going to give them $500 a day, $2,500 a week.
This is where it came from.
$10,000 a month time to send them to school. Why would anybody decide that they want to take $5,000 to vote or $10,000 to vote when you can get $10,000 every month per child to send them to school? When we say we can't them go to school, them start cuss all the taxi man them. I wonder if the taxi man them if you really are going to get up election day and say you don't care labor right. You don't know yet them say you don't thief and rapists and them something there. Run with them and election day when they come, don't care nobody for them.
So basically what that was about was him saying that the taxi drivers have been treated so badly under the Jamaica Labour Party regime that he couldn't see himself being a taxi driver and get up election day and say, me I go vote JLP. It's your livelihood. And then on top of that now, you know, the things they have called you and said about you and all that, you shouldn't even give them no right to go vote for election morning. I get it now. I get it. It's in context now, right? When we see the headline says the PNP urges taxis to withdraw service from JLP on election day. And that was it. And then they said the People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell says taxi operators should withhold their services from members and supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party on election day. And they told you where he was speaking at in Arakabessa St. Mary on Sunday. That was super misleading. That was super misleading. So thank you again, Missy Bram, for clearing this up for us so we have a better context of where this was coming from, how it was said. You see how people splice. It's just like over here. So when I said something, remember me talked about this before where I said, you know, me there I tell a story and there's a part where I'm going to mimic somebody now. So I would say, here she know about, Lord, young like big wood man. I like the man with no little teely. And I said to myself, say, a woman at your age, would you think about her wood size? You shouldn't think about how to build generational wealth, how the next, you past 50 already, how the next 50 years of your life are going to go. Somebody are going to splice that and take off all of everything else what me say. and just leave me with me on camera saying, me only like big hood man. Yes, look past SouFLo. That's how it Batty Boy talk about. That's kind of like what they did with this right here. It's messed up. Very messed up. So thank you again for keeping us truthful and keeping us on the path of truth. All right, we're gonna revisit. We're gonna go back to that Jamaica politics. A whole heap of something to talk about this morning because the JLP is not playing. But we know one person who is not playing even more, and Trumpy, President Donald Trump, is not playing at all. You can find yourself in a Eswatini. You can find yourself in a El Salvador. You can find yourself in a where next place name when them send people gone already. I'm wondering how those guys are doing that they sent there Mogadishu, Black Hawk down. You can now find yourself in Rwanda as well. It seems like the African leaders have brokered deals behind the scenes with Donald Trump. You can't find yourself up at top round yonder. Andre, jeez and peace. Watch now. It seems like the African leaders have brokered deals with Donald Trump, my friend. Right? The U.S. will begin. Listen, the U.S. will now begin sending illegal migrants from the U.S. to Rwanda after it signed a deal with Rwanda to accept deportees from the United States of America. The African nation will accept up to 250 that will be removed under Donald Trump mass deportation program. A Rwandan government spokesperson has said the deal was inked in Kigali in June. The official said, adding that Washington had already sent a preliminary list of 10 deportees to be vetted by Rwanda first. 10. Now it reached 250. Rwanda has agreed with the United States to accept up to 250 migrants, in part because nearly every Rwanda family has experienced the hardship of displacement, and our societal values are founded on reintegration and rehabilitation, says Yolande Mokolo, a spokesman for the Rwanda government. Bullshit. Under the term of the agreement, Kigali has the final say on each individual proposed for resettlement. Resettlement, more like exile. With those who are approved, they will be offered workforce training, they will be offered health care, and they will be offered accommodation support. This is designed to jumpstart their new lives in Rwanda. The spokesman said, giving them the opportunity to contribute to one of the fastest growing economies in the world over the last decade. Rwanda will be paid by the United States to take these immigrants or these migrants in the form of a grant, an official said, though declined to say how much that was going to be. The number of migrants taken could also rise beyond 250 by mutual consent. Those deported would not have to stay in the country, and they could leave anytime they choose to. Kigali will only accept those who have finished their prison terms or those who have no cases against them. The country also said that it would not accept any child sex offenders. then we take everybody else, but they're not taking any child sex offenders. So if your crime is for that, you won't be able to go to Rwanda. Mr. Trump has been sounding out several African countries for deals to take migrants from the US as part of his mass deportation campaign. I find this super interesting. I find it super interesting how Africa got involved in this mass deportation agenda from the United States of America. Like, send them back home, or frigate, send them wherever we want to send them. Their country is taking too long to process the paperwork. Send his ass to Rwanda. You know who's going? You know who's a good candidate and is going? Remember we did a story and we did a laugh about it, right? Come and say, yo, one thing about Jamaican people, you know, we're going to find a way to get under something, over something, around something, but we're going to get through. Remember the guy who they said they first encountered him, I believe it was 1997 or something like that. And it was coming in through Miami. And he came in on a flight from Jamaica. But them can't deport him. And he has been a repeat offender. He has served 1 year in prison here. Then him go serve 5 years. I think he had a stint where he served like 7 years. And then him come out. And as somebody were always in a trouble. And there, every time them come out, them lock him up in a immigration holding, and they try to process him out of the country, but it's not coming through. But he came in from Jamaica. And remember, I said to my audience, I said, because you're coming from Jamaica doesn't mean you are Jamaican. How we know, say, I know Dominican Republic him come from? How we know, say, I know Haiti him come from? How we know, say, him don't come from some other Caribbean island, but the connection, the link to get into the US, you have to make it to Jamaica first. Once you make it to Jamaica, link up with Big Ed and link up with Bobo, and Big Ed and Bobo, I'm going to put you upon something here and you're going to end up in the US. How we know that? Well, that came into play for real. So they can't just send them back to Jamaica. Jamaica is having a problem identifying this individual. So Jamaica said, give us some time. We are looking under the mattress and we are looking every which part and we can't find no paperwork on him. We don't know if he's born here or not. He got arrested again. He's currently incarcerated right now. But them want to send him where and them can't send him where. His ass is going to Eswatini, or he's going to, because he doesn't want to tell them where he comes from. You know, want to tell them which part he come from, you know. And then find out Sam did operate under about 7 different names. He's prime candidate to be going to. So if I was him, well, he must know why since early 90s, mid 90s, him no one go back to Jamaica. But this would be a good start too. If it is true that you will be receiving all this help. Have y'all seen Rwanda lately? Have y'all seen Rwanda lately? Rwanda is beautiful. Rwanda is beautiful. It's super clean. It's highly progressive. But me can't get out of my head the Hutu and Zulu war. Or the Tutsi. Was it the Zulu and the Tutsis? Or the Hutu and the Tutsis? But there was a war in Rwanda where them run down the people and chop them up. And, you know, back then they were actually filming some of this stuff where we got to see. And it was widespread war. It was a thing that was horrible. I would hate to be living there and get caught up in that. Anyway, yes, they are murderous, but it was some ethnic cleansing going on there. Right. They even had a movie about it, and the movie is very well received. I watched it a couple of years ago. Don't remember the name of it now. Right. But the place has changed. Like, there are Jamaicans right now in Rwanda who have moved to Rwanda. I watched a vlog from a young lady from Jamaica who moved. Hotel Rwanda it is. Yes, Banches. If y'all have never seen Hotel Rwanda, the movie, please watch it. It's a gripping movie that is based on a true story and true events. I think Don Cheadle was in it. I've watched vlogs. I travel vicariously through some people vlogs. Like I've probably been on all continents, not continent, yeah, all continents, but I've probably been to all countries in Africa. Just watching like people like Wode Maya and other African vloggers who travel and vlog about the continent. And I ran across one of them went to Rwanda and linked up with a Jamaican woman, young lady who is married to a Rwandan, and they moved back to Rwanda, and they're living very well in Rwanda. They have Jamaican restaurant and this and that and the other, and them show you how they socialize. Like in the evening time, the man them get up over there, so like Jamaica beat two domino and have conversation. Them not drinky like Jamaica rumhead people. Them do down a bar, but them sip coffee and talk and thing, and the woman them go that way, and then they meet up later and all these things. The place look super good. It looked like somewhere I would want to be. So if I was a person who them a tell me say me now, if I'm in like some political warfare or man want kill me at Jamaica or something, like I'm running for my life then. Because another set of people who's going to fall into this is, say for instance, you came to the US and you applied for asylum and your asylum packet was successful and you were granted asylum. You are on this list too. If you were granted asylum in the United States of America and then you went and you committed a crime that they can say this is a deportable crime, they won't send you back to where you were running from when they gave you your asylum, but then we'll send you go somewhere else, go get a new start. They don't have to keep you here. So that was also on the list. So you could end up in Rwanda, you could end up in Eswatini, you could end up in one of them places there as well, right? Mr. Trump has been sounding out several African countries for deals to take migrants as part of his mass deportation campaign. Migrants have already been sent to South Sudan and Eswatini. That's 2. And now we're going to Rwanda. That's 3 African nations. And the list, I believe, had 12 on it from his last meetings with these African leaders. The White House said they had received 6 depraved criminals last month after their own countries refused to take them. We now know that, according to the Jamaican government, they didn't refuse to take anybody, but that's what was printed. When they sent the Jamaican with the others to Eswatini, they had committed crimes that were so gross that even their own country of birth refused to take them. And Jamaica said, what? We don't refuse nobody. We all take people when they're supposed to there. Like the guy who was born on the military base in Germany, and his father was a U.S. soldier for, what, 17, 19 years or something like that. Them send him go to Jamaica. So why wouldn't Jamaica take back its own? The government in Jamaica said they had no idea of this Jamaican's existence. Nobody from the U.S. contacted them and said anything, which tells me that they will send you somewhere without contacting your country that you come from. Or if your country take too long to get your paperwork together, then will send you somewhere because them no want you on them waiting list, right? I serious times now. So migrants have already been sent to these places. The Rwanda agreement is the latest 3rd country deal that the Donald Trump administration has signed as it aims to ramp up efforts to deport millions of illegal migrants. Well, we know now it's not only illegal migrants, also people who they deem unfit to be here anymore. The administration has already signed deals to remove convicted criminals to South Sudan and Eswatini, which are 2 sub-Saharan African nations. In March of 2000, Venezuelans accused of being gang members were deported to El Salvador, where they were held in the country's Secot prison. Rwanda has already received some U.S. deportees. Rwanda has already received some U.S. deportees. So when we get the news, headline says the U.S. to start deporting to Rwanda. Them tell we after them send the first batch already. Rwanda has already received some deportees, including at least one who is a Iraqi national, and this is according to a diplomatic cable unearthed in May. But I think them said the deal is striking in June. They said the deal was struck in June. But Iraqi got sent to Rwanda in May. Okay, anyway. It is not yet clear where migrants deported to Rwanda will be housed. But according to Rwanda, you will get help, you will get job training, you will get, because they want to prepare you for your new life. They want you to come to Rwanda to be progressive and productive, and them not just want you to come there, come lost yourself. Oh God, them send me here from America. I don't want to be here. I hate this place, but I have nowhere else to go, so I'm gonna start robbing and killing people. They don't want that. So they're gonna try to help you to become a productive citizen, medical care, and all these things. The Telegraph previously reported that the country may look to repurpose housing paid for by the UK as part of their deal with the US. Those are details that will be discussed at an appropriate time, said a top Rwanda government official previously said when asked if British facilities will be used for American schemes. They're not telling you how much America is paying them. They're not telling you if the houses that the British people built there will be used to house these Americans that are coming in. They're very vague. Don't forget, the memo for this operation specifically says the U.S. has no guarantee that when they send you to these places that you will not be tortured, that you will be safe. So them can't tell them anything, you know, but doesn't mean that it's going to be exactly how they say. Oh, send them, of course. He's going to get free. Send SouFLo over here. He's going to get free health care. We're going to give him job training. We're setting him up for his new life because we are all about rehabilitation and reintegration. Those are the exact words that them use. There's no written guarantee on that. There's no deal between them and the U.S. that says if this person is abused, tortured, anything, we reserve the right to take this individual back to the U.S. or to hold you accountable in any way. And it specifically says in their memo, them not care about that. They even said don't ask them nothing. They told the agents who are working with these individuals who will be deported to these third countries, don't ask them anything. Do not speak to them. Don't look them in the eyes. Don't ask them how you feel right now. Do you feel like you're in danger? Because if they say they are, according to the law, it will delay them sending them away. They have to stop for at least 24 to 48 hours to have the person assessed and to look into what they are saying to them. So them no want to slow down or stop nothing. Them tell the agents them don't speak to them. Don't say nothing to them. Don't ask them if they're nervous, how them feel, do you feel safe, anything. The then Tory government attempt to deport migrants to Rwanda faltered in 2023 when 5 judges of the UK Supreme Court said hell no. So England tried this first to deport migrants to Rwanda, and the British government, UK Supreme Court, said no. Sir Keir Starmer officially crapped the Conservative Rwanda deportation policy immediately after entering Downing Street without a single enforced removal having taken place. So the UK didn't even send not one person. The US has 250 ready to go and has sent some already. In total, just 4 migrants were sent to the African nation on a voluntary basis. These are people who did their time and they're like, I don't want to go back to where you trying to send me to. So I'll voluntarily go to Rwanda. And they did. And they're still there. And they're thriving there. Yvette Cooper, who's the Home Secretary, repeatedly criticized the Rwanda scheme as a waste of money on British taxpayers' pockets, because Great Britain, when they tried to do the same thing, they pumped 700 million pounds into it, and then it got scrapped. So the things that they built, so Britain wasn't only sending people there, Britain was actually preparing a place there for the people to go to. So now those places are there, and Britain didn't send anybody there, but America is sending people, so they can probably repurpose those places to suit these Americans who are coming in. Put them in there. A lot of money was spent on it. I don't know. Go talk to the British government, see if they want to work out a deal with you, since the infrastructure is already there, and see if we can send with people there and pay Britain a little money for them thing with them, because nobody else is using it anyways, right? The multi-million-pound sum comprised of 290 million in payment to Rwanda, 290 million pounds in payment to Rwanda, in addition to the cost of chartering the planes that never took off, which money was paid upfront for, then detaining, then releasing hundreds of migrants, and then paying up to 1,000 civil servants to design this scheme. In total, the UK spent at least 318 million pounds just to fund the asylum facilities and boost economic development in Rwanda. Altogether, over 700 million pounds spent, and they never ended up doing it. Somebody that's working with the Trump administration said, hey, sir, to Donald, Mr. President, are you aware that, you know, our friend across the water, across the pond, Great Britain, invested in Rwanda and spent a lot of money, hundreds of millions of pounds, putting housing and all this other stuff there to do exactly what we're doing, only they backed out at the last minute under pressure, because British people were saying, this is inhumane. This is fragrant. We're voting you the hell out. And they backed out. But the stuff is still there. So maybe we could broker a deal with them. You know, that's business, trying to see if we can get a lower cost, because the thing that they are ready. And that's that. Anyway, long story short, there's a couple of places here that needs to be filled, including Alligator Alcatraz. And then there are more places being added to the list of places that you can end up going. You know, now Rwanda is on the list. Damn. Well, that's how I go. I don't know if they sent me to Rwanda, but Jamaica is a country that we don't deny our own. Jamaica will take back its worst citizen. You can be in America and kill 100 people, rip off 500 picnic, God forbid. Jamaica will still take you back. And the crazy thing is, Jamaica will take you back and probably don't even monitor you. Just let you go. As soon as you reach an airport, all right, boy, don't come back here with your frigate and foolishness. You know, we have an eye upon you. Yeah? All right, and a prison you go, a gunshot you go get gone. And you just back home. That's it. And you just back home. Yeah, and a prison you get, you know, a gunshot you get gone. Let's get into Jamaica politics now. We're not trying to end up in Rwanda or anywhere like that. You know, this morning I was laughing as I was getting ready. Because hold my shower after my workout session, and me in that shower I laugh because me I said to myself, I don't know why I just bust out and said, I said, Darius, give me 2 I pick them now. Because 6 of them you have. And the government will give you money for 4 of them. And that's the limit. So give me the other 2, let me put them for me income tax. Them will give it 2 grand for each of them. So 4 grand that. And we can split the money. And me give you extra 2 and me take 2 for myself. You know, so that was a scheme that I thought about saying this before, but I'm not saying anything that they don't know that happened already, right? So me I said to myself, Sir Ross, you know how much people are fret right now? Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family, how you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to me now.
Before you start with the Jamaican election,
Mm-hmm.
there was one thing about the immigration where we just do a story upon.
Mm-hmm.
The US CIS just implemented a new policy.
Okay.
And this policy protects women's sports. You know how men from other countries want to play sports in America?
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of them, in order to play sports, we don't know if that's why they do it or so them stay. But like, them become a transvestite.
Rotted.
So, them a come into the country with a visa, them a get citizenship, and they're getting sponsored and participating in female sports.
Wow.
Well, the government is now saying that is now illegal. You're not allowed to participate in any female sport if you were not born a female and you're from another country.
Well, they're not allowed to, even if they are from here either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No males
In female sports
are allowed. Them change the law now.
All right. I got big up Donald Trump for that one there still, cause I don't know who did think that was okay. Honestly.
Me, I wonder if it's because of the case with that girl that was boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that boxing match? And it was a male, but it was a transvestite.
No, I remember the boxing match from in the Olympics, and they thought she was a transvestite, but she was actually a real woman.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was actually a real woman, but they thought she was a transvestite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, well, that's new policy when we cover yesterday.
All right.
All right. Now go back in the chat.
All right, my friend. All right. So we have Lovely Anika in here, and we have, that's Murray's Message 411 TV. Those are my 2 fellow YouTube content creator sisters. Go over to their channel if you find them in here. Funny thing, yeah, me see somebody say, me know somebody would do that and them a fret right now. Me remember people used to do that all the time. Give me Dorothy. A 6 pick me have. I Uncle 4, Uncle Sama give you money for. Give me next 2 now and put them for me now. Cause me not none. So if me file for them at 4 grand, them a give me, you know, me get an extra 2 grand and me give you split it with you and you get an extra 2. You know me I say plus for your regular income tax already. And he said, no say nothing man, alright, take them 2 here. Take John when him that little boy and take his sister Kemisha. We learned yesterday that this is a deportable offense now. Just to make you know, for the people that were never here yesterday, they're going back and digging, and this is a deportable offense now. You can be stripped of it, not deportable. This is a denaturalizing offense. which means if you have citizenship, you could be stripped of your citizenship if they can prove that you did anything like this. I know enough people right now. These are nail-biting times, my friend. How long are we in now? We in 7 months into this, 8 months into this presidency. Everybody up on the edge of their seat. Y'all have 3 years and about 3 months to go. Yeah, SouFLo. Check on that because the same boxer has been banned from boxing in any female boxing. The boxer from the Olympics, she reading was more man than woman. Okay, the same thing they did to Semenya. Semenya is a dominant female athlete, African athlete. We did a video on this where I said that racism comes into play here because I guess now they're going to set these international games by how white women are designed. So naturally, in certain parts of Africa, all the women that come from that area, they are born women. Them a girl picnic when them born with all female parts. And as they grow into young women, they have all the reproductive parts, interior and exterior. They go on to have children and husband, and some of them just turn athletes. And they are super dominant in these sports. They've now found a way to test and embarrass them and say, oh, your testosterone is over the charts. Never seen any woman in the Western world with that much testosterone. You're a man, or you're part man, or you're more man than woman. Semenya at one of those meetings actually pulled down her clothing. I was reading about it. Pulled down her underwear and showed them her vagina. She was like, I was born like this. I have breasts. I have a vagina. I've had this since I was born. You know, don't know why y'all keep trying to call me a man. I can have children if I want to. I see my period like all other women do. So when them start do that and talk about, oh, we tested and she's more man than woman, they're talking about the level of testosterone in these women. If you don't know about it, go look up the Semenya story. Yes, Semenya looks mannish, yes. You have to understand, too, you know, Semenya wasn't living a life where Semenya was too dominant for them. Every time she stepped on the track, everybody get run left. And they had to find a way to get rid of her. But she's not living a life that is a soft life. If you look at most female athletes, when they are top of the line, ready to compete, them have a whole heap of man thing to them already. Right? Them get dry out and hard looking. Last time I saw Sherka Jackson, Sherka looked buff like any running back in the NFL for the United States of America. Me that if you look twice, and me I said, damn Sherka, I hope she can carry that extra weight there. And so said, so done, you know, I didn't wish anything bad on her. I was just saying how Sherka gets so buff. Sherka did slim down and look fast. Now she look like she ready to put on the helmet and the pads them and go collide with somebody like she had tried out for NFL. So at some point, some of these professional women start looking like, get a manly look to them. Semenya just looks that way. She's straight up woman. But, you know, they're going to do their thing to get rid of those who they can't beat. Because if they could have a whole nation of people who are superior to them in any race they put them up against, they're going to try to get rid of these people. And that's what they did. Yeah, Audrey. Havara look like one club bouncer. She look like one boxer. Like she be ready for the WWE big wrestler. I was like, damn, how she gets up? But it costs her, you know. It costs her. I don't know if the rumors were true. Them say she wasn't focused on training. I don't know that to be Sherka. Sherka super focused anytime it comes to competition. Then them say she reached training camp late and she wasn't able to cut the weight like how she normally does and all these other things. Me don't know if all that was true. I wasn't there. Me don't want her to watch this and cuss me. But I do know that when I saw her last year or last year, when we did see her around that time there, when she did get buff and then she got injured, I was like, that's gonna cost her. And it did. It cost her. Yeah. But anyhow, day or two fam. Bless and happy hump day. Reggae girl, big up yourself. Thank you for being here as well. 7 months feel like 4 years already to rotted. Stressful as diva. Stressful, but you can go look up the Semenya thing. They will normally call women of color that very manly kind of thing. They used to say the same thing about oh come on. They said the same thing about Michelle Obama. They said the same thing about Serena and Venus. They said the same thing about Serena and Venus. Serena, particularly, her serve was so hard. If you know about tennis, right? The first hit of the ball to start the game is a serve. You serve, then I serve, depending on how you return that serve. Serena was serving faster than some professional men were serving. They started saying she was a man, or she have man genes, or she is more male than female. You know who they used to say that about a lot back in the day? The singer that is now married to Russell Wilson. I never saw it though, but I used to laugh at the jokes, but I never saw it. I never saw it on her. What's your name there? She's married to Russell Wilson now. Sierra. Yes, Sierra. Them used to call Sierra Man Royal, man. Sierra, them used to say, oh, she tough and she look like man and all these things. I didn't see it. I never thought so. Serena lately, I don't know if her AI, but she slimmed down enough now. Serena slimmed down enough, and it don't look good. I'm gonna say something about Serena that is not a popular idea. Serena, to me, first of all, I take issue with her and her sister because for them story is not like them can say, yeah, my father abandoned us and we were adopted and our adopted dad made it so that we were able to go learn tennis and be great at it and whatever. That man gave his all and turned his 2 daughters into legends. One of them is now listed as the best to have ever played that sport. You never want one man to look like your daddy. And them say, well, but she tried dating black men before, but they didn't want her. No, man, she tried 2 light-skinned boy where they look like biracial, mixed race. She didn't have a type already. She always did lean to the lighter kind of thing. And they were known playboys too. I don't know if she thought she could lock down 2 playboy, like she could take Drake off the market. Drake, or she could take Common off the market. You know, but we noticed that she and her sister have the same preference for the persuasion of the individuals they are into, right? With that said, though, I didn't have a problem with that. It is what it is. You have who you have and who treat you good and you can build with in life. That's how life goes. Even though I do believe that you are Serena and you could have actually found a top of the line black man for the win, but I don't want to be no Dr. Umar Johnson because that's not my thing. However, I do believe that as far as Serena goes, she's trying really hard to be what her husband is actually really attracted to. You see, there's something here, right? Let me be real truthful for you. There's something here. Oh, no, I'm telling already. There's something here where people look past when them go biracial, and it's this. You see that white girl energy where I gotta tell you, say you're the sexiest man ever, and this and that. You buy that BS if you want to. I want you to remember something. Our grandfather white, Our grandfather, father white. She come from a long line of white men. Our brother white. Our uncle them white. You think she go pass all of the white man them, or her brother she grew up with, her uncles, her dad, and all them, and think say you are the epitome of what a man is supposed to be. No, you will always, you are frigate for no. So you're gonna get exalted no. But your best be mindful that her idea of a perfect man is always, especially if she didn't have one good father, her idea of a perfect man is gonna be someone like her dad. You know what I mean? Same thing, vice versa. I see them in public all the time. I see white men with black women in public all the time. And when a good-looking white woman passing can't help himself, even though he with a black woman, he'll still be like, you know, I'm still a look which part naturally him would have got. She I do the same thing. Either she look very angry at black men, like all I would do or something make she end up over there. So you made me make this choice. Or she looked like, come save me, because you know I ended up over here, but I want to come home now, kind of thing. I'm very observant of people, but I think Serena looks like she's trying to be what it is that her husband actually likes. The skin has been lightened significantly, which makes her features look altered, especially every time them do her makeup and stuff. You know, black women excuse it as, oh, please, it's makeup and lighting. And then we've seen her in many lightings, and it still looked the same. So it obviously, this, oh, it's a skin condition now. And she was just evening out the pigmentation. Ah, yeah, okay, whatever. Anything you say. And then before, remember, I know them same one used to call her man, you know. She built like a man. She was a professional player. And now the best that ever did it, she had to be buff. She had to be strong. She had to be all of them things that she have the wickedest serve ever. Now she's looking like, let's be honest with you, most white men don't like super thick. They don't. Most of them don't like super thick. As a man that has been around lots of black white men all my life, them normally like super thick. Especially even if they go outside of their race. So when black men be looking at, ooh, the thicker the better, yeah, heavyweight, me like that. You want my something so. They're not looking for that. And women are funny. You could tell her you love her all day. She will hear you, but she have pre-way I look instead. So for instance, and this is knowledge right here. For instance, if you as a black man tell a woman, say, I can't stand weave and wigs and stuff like that. But every time she around you, when you go somewhere, she realize all of the woman them with the weave and the wig, and that's your attention gone. Like, you know, she might not say nothing to you. She'll just start wearing weaves and wigs. When she used to listen to you before and be like, yeah, my man don't like this, so I'll take it out. No, you will hear, don't tell me nothing. Every time you go somewhere, them there woman them you look on with the weave and the wig. So obviously you like it. You like it for other woman, you just don't like it for me. So I put on back my weave and my wig. Yeah. So you know what I say? So she looked like she trying to be what it is that she thinks her husband actually really likes, as opposed to having the thickness of Serena. Thick as Serena. I seen the picture of it. I never looked on it twice. It didn't look healthy to me. But then again, she's probably way healthier than I am. Who knows? Right? Be proud of who you are. No lightening of the skin. SouFlo, what about the woman from how Stella got her groove back? Do you, Marie's message for on TV, do you know that Jonathan Plummer, how him used to go as Knox when I was going to Knox? Jonathan Plummer was a big boy on campus. I don't know if him family was probably more well off than mine or something like that, wherever the case was. But I remember Jonathan Plummer from Knox. He was a little bit older than I was, but remember him. So when I saw that when I saw that, what's your name there? Terry McMillan ended up with Jonathan Plummer, and how Stella got her groove back was born. I was like, wow, that's Jonathan Plummer from Knox. And it was. Notice I never lost though. Anyhow, funny, my brother-in-law doesn't want my sister to wear wigs, just her natural hair, says Dorothy T. Yeah, me no want my wife to wear a wig neither. I would have liked her to just wear her natural hair too. My wife has beautiful natural hair. Shakira does. And Shakira cut her hair and she looked great with short hair. And then she grew it back and she looked great with it out. And I don't know, I like real hair, because you know me, I say sometimes man get aggressive around us and one can grab a certain kind of way and thing, and you know, you can't pop out the weave, brother, them kind of something there, you know, just another the same feel. But I also like how she changed up though, because she can throw on a wig and look like somebody else today. I'm there with a new somebody. But then she take it off and then back to being with whom he was with before. You know, but I'm talking about those who like wear them constantly, where they will never let you see their real hair. There's a couple that was on TV. She revealed herself to her husband. The woman was black, the man was white. She revealed herself to her husband, I think after 7 years or something like that. She said, I don't remember if I like the Tyra show or one of them show there. And a while back, she said, my husband has never seen me with my real hair. And they said, how long you been married? And she said, like 7 years or something. And they're like, get out of here. So when you go to bed at night, you don't take off and she was like, no, it's sewn in and it glued down and it this and it that. So he has never seen her real hair, right? She have like braids going back. Her hair was very short and she had braids going back, and then she put on this stuff over it. I'll never forget the woman that jumped up in the audience and she said, hey, why are you doing this? She said, don't do this. Don't do this. You're about to let our secret out. They don't know. And if they don't know, don't tell them. Hear what our husband said. He said, she is the first and only black woman he has ever been with. So he wouldn't know like what the regiment is. But he always wondered. He said he always wondered. I always wondered, are black people the only race of people where the women of their race have different hair from the men of their race? I can't make this up enough. I can't make this up. I don't know if any of y'all saw it. And I'm watching it and I'm like, but the woman get up in her audience and say, hey, why are you doing this? Don't tell them. Because there was one white man too. And he ain't never seen her hair. He thinks the hair what she have on her head a fear, right? And she don't want him no wiser. She don't want him no. The man said, I always wondered, like, are black people the only race of people on earth whose women, their hair look different, or they have different hair from the men of their race? Mr. So how stupid can you be? Eh? Brother, look on picky head John. I see him where your woman head look. Yeah, our brother, I know. At the same way our head look. So if you don't want her, so nobody feel like. But he was like, he never asked. He didn't care. He loved his wife for who she is. I tell you what she did. He came out, right? And when he came out, him walk on the stage and sit down. His wife was there. But you know, I one of them overly affectionate, hi honey, mwah, mwah, and thing, and greet him wife and stuff. Him never even recognize his wife that, because she sit down with her hair just braid back. And the man walked on the stage and sit down. And his eye was on like the audience and stuff. And then they were like, so where's your wife? He was like, oh, she's, wow. He didn't like that. He was like, oh, she's like in my search audience or something. And he must say, no, she's probably like, she's, wow. Oh, shit, she right here, right? But he never said, oh, shit, you're right here. He was like, wow. And you want to see the insecurities upon her because she was like, oh, damn. Oh, he sees me like this. No, not going to like me. And he was like, this is new. Why'd you do your hair like that? And she was like, this is my hair. I know you've never seen my real hair before. And he was like, what happened to your hair? He was like, what happened to your hair? What'd you do to your hair? Where's all your hair? And she said, that's a weave. This is my real hair. And the woman looked like she want to cry. Of course, he's superhero, so he's gonna comfort her, you know. And then they went into a conversation about the system that made her feel like she had to hide her real hair like that. The white man was she married to tell her, say, if that's the case, don't wear no more of them. You don't have to wear no weave for me. I don't want you in no wig, no anything. If that's what you want to do, then keep doing it. I like those. That's all I've known on you now that I know. But I love this too. I can get used to this, he said. Right? So I've never make her feel bad or insecure or nothing like that. I'll give credit where credit is due. But it was watching a sister go through the process of introducing and then thinking to myself, how long y'all been together? And you never think to make the man see you in your natural state. Damn. That's a level of deception. But I can't imagine how wrecking it would be for her the whole time, you know? Because people grow up with them phobias, you know? And let's not be completely blinded to what the system that's been put in place has done to the minds of. Not everybody is strong enough to be like, well, frig y'all, I don't give a damn what you say. I mean this. I saw me think I love it. I'm nappy and happy. There are a lot of people who break under the pressure, man, and they're like, now they're finding relationships and people they're interested in, and doors need to open for them to go up the ladder in their career fields and all these kind of things, and their appearance plays a part, and them can't be 100% natural because your kind can or society makes you feel like you're kind of unacceptable in here. Remember, they used to have a saying that said, if she has a perm, she's going to be easy to handle. I never did hear them talk about it was the person. If she has a perm, she's going to be easy to handle. If she comes in here with an afro or natural hair, she's going to be a problem. So black women now trying to get out there into the workforce, which most of the time you had a boss who was white or other. So that's black women them started permitting them here to go off into the workforce because they didn't want to be seen as a problem. They will tell straight from when you came to get the interview. She seemed like she'll be good for the part, but I can see a problem already. So let's move on to the next person. Aha, she's good for the part. Because the other person have the same qualification you have, but the other person has a perm and you didn't, right? It'll be a bit more easier to handle. We can tell. I guess it's the whole. Remember the pic that had the fist at the end of it. There's when them see you in a natural hair state or them see you with a little afro or something, they must say, "Oh, that's like Black Panther-esque, you know, reminiscent of civil rights leader kind of." She's coming in here to do too much. We don't want that in here. We need somebody who is going to comply. And when we see that here, it doesn't give comply. So you know, fried, dyed, and laid to the side, easy to handle. That's what we're looking for. Fried, but they couldn't say it to your face. You know, we would hire you, But if you can just do something about that, that natural hair you got going on there, like throw a little bit of perm in it, then we'll hire you. Them couldn't say that, so they'll just hire someone else, So people did feel that way there for a long time. I felt sorry for the sister who found love in another race and then had to hide herself from the individual who, as far as I could tell on TV, he didn't care. It was new to him. So of course he was like, at first, like, what? Where's your hair? What happened? What did you do to your hair? And she was like, it wasn't my hair. It was a weave. It was a wig. What? She's like, yeah, this is my real hair. And then she tell him how she was ashamed of showing her real hair and blah, 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 and blah, blah. And him, him console him wife and all these other things. And they rode off happily into the sunset. Me, the day I watch it at the time, I said to myself, I get a marriage about 1 more year. And him gone. Because she can't hide that. She probably hide a whole bunch of other things. But that was me just being cynical. You know what I mean? She found somebody who accept her. I like wigs too. From time to time, says Dorothy T. Audrey Wright says, you're a little too natural. Yeah, you don't have to go all that natural. You're a little too natural. Did you have to go with the afro? Couldn't you use like a straightening comb? The Buffalo Soldieress says, gone are the days of running your hands through her hair in a romantic situation. If her hand jump up in the ear, yeah. Yeah. If him love her, we'll get used to it. Nothing wrong with it. He was processing. He was. It was a lot for him to take in because that ain't off his culture. Even though, them started out to make we feel certain way about ourselves, and now for them picnic get to enjoy all the other parts of us unraveling what the hell they put in place, them foreparents put in place on us and all these things. Now for them picnic get to come enjoy the rest. But anyhow, maybe if him did meet her, so him wouldn't deal with her. But because he married her already, him play it off. And that's what I was saying. So when me not lie, I said, I get a marriage about 1 year left, 1 year more, and him gone. But, hopefully they're still together. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yes, SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
Didn't they have a rule or law one time about people with locks getting hired?
I don't know about a rule or a law, but I live, so I live in Brooklyn, right? And I know a brother, Chris, from Union between Bedford and Franklin Ave. Chris come from a good family, Trini family. Chris, born and raised in America though. The man had some long locks, and Chris was one of the youth them that was super intelligent. Chris graduated high school, got hired straight off the bat to work at Wall Street. This is before 9/11 happened. The towers came down. He got hired to work there. And suit and tie, he had to change up his appearance and everything. When Chris came to cut off his locks, he cut off the long part of my house already and then came in for a haircut. And we were all like, because we all had locks back then and our locks meant so much to us. And we asked Chris like, why? I hadn't cut mine off yet to go to the military, but Chris cut his off for his Wall Street job. And he was like, yeah, they won't accept me with it. As brilliant as he was, they hired him with the condition that he would get rid of that hair. And he did. And he had to. And the funny thing that used to kill me, I used to ride the train and I used to see like the guys them where I go work on Wall Street and stuff, white guys. They had their hair pulled back in a one long ponytail in the back.
Yeah.
Everything, but black man couldn't have their hair like that. We had to be shaved clean with a low haircut, barely any hair on top.
Face had to be fully shaven.
Right. White dudes have beard. Them all
now
rubber band
they
on the
will
beard.
accept a small beard if you keep it nice and neat.
Groomed, they call it.
Groomed, very groomed.
Very
but
groomed,
there was a time when a black man had to keep his hair cut very short and his face had to be completely clean.
Completely clean. That's the same thing that happened to our sisters happened to us.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why I call and self me say.
Yeah. It's true. All right. It's true. So yeah, the same thing that happened to our sisters happened to us, man. I be telling you know, sometimes we hear a black woman say stuff like, "Oh, black women be under so much pressure." As if black men where the hell were we? We under the same pressure, mama. While them are pressure you, them are pressure we too. And because we supposed to be the one we're strong and stand up and protect you and the picnic them we get from you, we get extra pressure. But yeah, for some reason they try to spin it like, let's see which one of us is struggling more. It's us that's struggling more than you guys. No, but we feel the same things. They were doing the same things to both of us. To both of us. We had to shave off and be clean cut and what them call clean cut. We look like so we are get ready for be some military recruit. That is why majority of the most successful black men you will find, I'm talking top of the food chain now, they have low to no hair and their face is completely shaved clean. That's why. It came from that, right? I see somebody ask a question. Was it Chris H? UK tuned in? Big up yourself, Chris H. Chris H says, how do y'all feel about bald-headed women? Oh, I love them. Well, I'm not gonna say I love them. I love the look, especially if she could carry it off. Like wifey did it. My sister did it. My sister bald her head though to like here's a ball. Like, not a straw I hear upon it before. Shiny ball. And then she had on like she's very Afrocentric, so she have on like all these ivory bangles from like made from the tusk of an elephant and all them kind of sitting there. Look, she just stand out so much. It actually brought her features out more. But Shakira cut her hair off before I cut her hair off before because she didn't want me to do it. And she cut it low, low, low. And she was super beautiful with low hair. You know? She knows that she carry low hair good too. If you look at her older videos or our older videos from way back, you'll see how low her hair was. Mr. Bram Bram says, I shine it every wait there. Where you shine every night? Oh, I see. Okay, your head. Oh, cause you know shine means something else. So I was like, that's random. When about chat about India, she said she's shiny every night. I was she talk about. You should see me just now. I'm like, Mr. Bram Bram, you shine it every night. What? Let me go back and see how this come about. Oh, your head, your bald, and you shine it every night. Okay, all right. She didn't see locks as a face of their brand. Nance. Nobody was allowed to have it. No black men were allowed to have it. If you worked on Wall Street back in the day, or you had any corporate jobs back in the day, you were clean shaved. Clean shave, bald head, clean off your face completely. The man not even allowed to have a whisker. Maybe if him this meter so. Okay, maybe if him did meter so. Now, I don't know if he's thinking that that was a big deception, you know. I know if my thing said, Lord God should deceive me. I know I have to go along with this. It's kind of like the story that we did about, remember the guy that wrote us? Matter of fact, oh, this morning, I was thinking I have some Dear SouFLos, and one of them I almost did one of them this morning, but when we do that one here, I have to do a whole video upon just this one. Some people life is outlandish behind the scenes, boy, and someone who lives so serious life, you know. But there was a brother that wrote to us and talked about his wife, right, and how she didn't want. Y'all remember that story? For those of you who've been around long enough, she didn't want him to meet other side of our family for years, and every time them take vacation they would always go to only where he wanted to go, and she didn't have a problem with that because she just never wanted to meet our family. But when he finally met her family, they met here in Florida, They got married in Florida. They stayed in Florida. When they went up north, I believe it was, I don't remember where, but when they went up north, finally went to go meet our family. It was one of her, I don't remember who, but one of our family members told him, like them said, if him know about, oh, they called her a name. They called her a name. Drag my memory. They called her a name, and he was like, why you call her that? Like, I never heard her call my wife call herself that before. And was it an auntie or an uncle was like, oh, you don't know? We call her this because of how she was before. Like, she completely changed. Long story short, the man ended up finding out that his wife was stranded out on drugs, like really bad. And because of the drugs and she did a road, it's not like she didn't have a home to go to. It's that the drugs had her so bad that she even had a pimp, and she used to walk and sell coochie and do all the other things that come with that lifestyle there and stuff. And she moved away to clean up herself, right? And she did clean up herself, and she presented herself to him as a new person without telling him about her past. So I was saying the woman them cussed me in another video there about if God put them together, who the F are you, SouFlo, for advise the man about left your wife. And remember that. And I was saying in the video, I said, he wrote to me. He said in his words, I would never choose a prostitute for my wife or an ex-prostitute for my wife. I don't think any man would choose that. Because the man said he might live a decent life from when basically I save himself for one good wife. He might not one of them man them we used to like run a whore out. Not saying he didn't do his thing from before, but he wasn't like him name not call everywhere. He lives a decent life, right? And now he is like conflicted in his feelings. So me say, me a divorce. Me not give a damn what you want to say me a divorce, because if you can't hold that back from me or hide that from me, then what else are you hiding? That's a whole nother life of you. You were walking the streets doing all that. You used to jump in a car and so good. Like now I know why you didn't want me to go to where you come from. And everybody there know you as that. And they look like they're laughing at me because I show up with you as my wife. Like nobody there would wife you. Your own family still call you those old names because they can't even believe you cleaned yourself up like this. No, man. Me I go straight to divorce. God go with you upon the rest of your journey, and I would be scared that whatever it was that had you living like that before, after me done invest me all, because we are talking about wife, you know, when I talk about side chick and girlfriend, you know, we are talking about wife, forget everything, you know. After me done invest me all, next thing you go one late night, go light up a crack pipe one late night, mash up the whole of my dreams again, feet two away again. What if that part of you comes back? What if that part of you comes back? What if randomly one day you just feel like jumping a car and suck new wood again? I don't know that. I'm sorry. I'm a backslide. That part of me did come back for like just today. Me have to go deal with. No, I couldn't. And I couldn't look at you anymore like all is forgiven and I'm not suspicious, because now I'm gonna be super suspicious all the time. Somebody asked me, SouFlo, if your wife cheat on you, you stay? I say, hell no. That's the ultimate betrayal. Especially the way of me angle my thing. If you make a next man angle anywhere close to that, in a damn fashion and style there, me know why you again. I hear them now. But you know, so somebody did have her before you do. I said, that's okay. That's okay. Somebody did have everybody before they reach which part they reach. We are big people, nobody they meet no virgin out here. But from then till now, keep it the way it is, right? Hear them now. So let me ask you this. So if she catch you cheating now, y'all gonna expect her to stay with you? Me say no. That's why I'm not a hypocrite. If me catch her cheat, me I left. If me start cheat, me I left. Me not have to worry about she a catch me. Just know say if I cheated, I am gone. Cause me are the kind of man where my emotions go which part my hood go. My intentions go which part my hood go. That mean my money and my everything, my attention and everything go which part my hood go. That's why me no go around and fling hood everywhere. Cause my attention can't be everywhere. My money can't be everywhere. Me fling it in a one place cause that's what I want it to go. You know what I mean? I don't have it like that. I don't have it like that. I'm not Vibes Cartel. I don't get paid $1 million per show. So I can fling out 50 grand around here so I don't worry about it because next show we do up. So, you know, 500,000 for that show, the easy money that fling out the next 10 grand around here so cause me I make a next 500K and a 1 mil next day around there. So no, my money is very tight. And so me have to do with it in a way where you know we can stretch every dollar and put up wisely and invest wisely and me not have the time to go cheat because if me cheat me I go start want to treat somebody else good. Then when we start treat somebody else good now me I go take away from my home to go treat somebody else good, which I never understand how you got some men out here that do that. Some of y'all weird as hell. Some of y'all weird as hell. You take away money from your home. You know how I would feel? But I feel like one big trick. I would feel like side chick will laugh after me. Unless me can have one side chick when I want nothing from me. And even then I'd be scared because here what? When me and my wife wrap up at night time and the night is cold and long, where you think side chick there? You think she at home shivering alone? It's cold. I can't wait for him to come and hold me. No, she gonna find somebody else wrap up to the next thing. Me have to wrap up with who she a wrap up with because she a wrap up with other people when me not dead. Me not know them kind of something there here, man. So yeah, if me get catch, me a exit myself. You know, who worry about exit me. That way. That way. Which is not possible. Them all want something. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And them all want something. And usually, me don't know, but for me, they always end up being because I've lived that life before. For me, it always end up being them want me for themselves. So me try the side thing already. It never work out. It does bring be a problem. You know, is one thing when you I don't know, it's something about women too. When you put on proper lashings, I'm not saying I'm the best out there, but they end up like showing up talking to your woman and all kind of stuff. You know, you have to think what kind of energy make a woman want to do something like that. Like, him give me peace, me go about my business satisfied. Or him give me peace, me I go in yard, go ring the doorbell. Hello, I have to talk to you. I have something to tell you. Yeah, I'm effing your man. I can't help it. I love him, you know. So just stay by myself and go on with me little one thing what me I deal with. Right. Again, shit. And then him didn't know when him yeah. Me, I'm divorcing. I'm divorcing for sure. If my wife have a pass and it's that kind of pass, I'm divorcing. For sure. For sure. So I better you did tell me from beginning. Now, if you told me from beginning, it's my choice. Somebody can say, damn, babe, you've been through some stuff. But come here, let me love you properly. Come here, let me make you know, say, you know what I mean? You're there with the realist now. I don't plan on leaving you. That's your past. Come secured now, knowing you did the difficult work of telling this to me. So I'm like, ain't nothing else she hiding. It's hard to tell your new partner. You know, I used to suck about 24, 25 dicks a day. What? That was random. You joking? No, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious, babe. Oh my God. Seriously? He says as he's guzzling bleach. You for real? That's now if you look at me and tell me that, me have to go ask you like, what the hell was going on in your life? Where were you at? Then you break the ice with that already. Then you can then lay the rest on me then. Man, I was on drugs in a bad way. Half of the time I don't even remember what I was doing. You know, and I got caught up in human trafficking. Make the story sound nice, man. Make it sound like I know all your fault. All them something that even though you know all your fault, cause you did turn yourself in a one like a crackhead. But make the story sound like I was addicted really bad. I was suffering from addiction. And then this boy see me and me think saying did I go like me and stuff, and him end up use me, turn out him was a pimp. So me end up on that pimp ship. Had a pimp. He used to beat me and tell me if I go get him money. And it was cold outside those nights. But I couldn't go back to the apartment unless I had at least $1,000. So, you know, sometimes I had 3 of them at once. So I was like, oh, I was doing it all. Let me see if I can forgive you. If I look at all that and say, damn, she went through a lot to tell me that. You know, cry a little bit when I tell the story too. Let me see say you're remorseful. Part of you never want to do it. Not hide it. If you hide it and I found out later, I'm gonna think, nah, this is something you didn't like. You didn't like the lifestyle there. You just decided to change and trick me. So you tell yourself, so make your move come on new state, reinvent yourself and fool smarty son. I look for me, big clapping. Let me see if dumb right for me for it. Girl, you trick me. You trick me. I don't want you again. No want you again at all. Divorce. But if you told me all that, I would respect it to the fullest. I would be like, damn. I don't have no story like that to tell you because I never been through nothing like that. Don't know where I'm going to fry us, but I'm not going to turn my back on you. We started already. So let's see where this goes. I'll close that segment off by saying this. The very fact, revisiting that story, the very fact that she consciously did not tell him is deception, because she made a conscious decision not to tell him, knowing that if she told him the possibilities are, he would not want her. To deprive somebody of that choice is not okay. You know? Chris say you're too lie. After that, Cosmo block, delete. After that, Cosmo block, delete. Nah, man. I mean, she's not gonna tell you that for first day. She's probably gonna tell you that after you are like in it. And you're like, damn, the best piece of sitting that me ever get. Hey girl, I wanna tell you, man. Lord, clean. You know, they have some sitting sometimes make a chat foolishness. She have one of them there. The thing that will make a chat be a foolishness. She have one. She have one and she put that for you. I said, good God Almighty, like nobody never touched this front. Oi. All that has stir up your mind already, bro. And then what's she gonna do the things them like she an expert? You know, I don't really know how to. I've never done this before, but I'll yam you up. Make you afraid. You starting to think marriage. At this point, I'm keeping you. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what your past is. I'm keeping you. You are a keeper. Do that again. Matter of fact, we're going to have to talk about marriage because I want you to do that for the rest of your life. And then she can tell you, say, okay, since we get this far, I got something I got to tell you. But you're going to need to sit down for this. All right? And she can't tell you that way there. most man probably not going nowhere. If y'all go back and visit that video, let me see if I can find the video and share the link when we did it. If y'all go back and visit that video, you will see that there were a lot of men in the comment section that was saying, "Me not left my wife after that." Holy man, which I was surprised. I was surprised. There were a lot of women that were cursing me who was saying, "SouFlo, that messed up. That you gonna tell the brother to left him good wife. Him tell you cause he explained in him letter how he love her. She has never given him a reason to question anything. Him lead, she follow him this, she that, and she's like the perfect woman. Who are you?" One woman say, what God has put together, let no man put asunder, SouFlo. And me disappointed in you because you did there tell the man to mash up him good marriage, and God send the woman to him. Yes, sometimes God send you a whore, a harlot, and she clean up herself, and are you and she me say no. God couldn't dislike me, so figure send me whore. Send me something else, God, but not send me that. But yo, let me see. If I could find it. No. That way back in our video, them. Can't find it. But it's way back in our videos. Anyhow, moving right along. We're not supposed to there. Oh, I found it. It's called "I Want a Divorce After Finding Out My Wife's Past Life." Me just find it right there, so. Look at the icon. I actually use Michael Jordan's crying face on the icon. I want a divorce after finding out about my wife's past life. That's the I want a divorce after finding out about my wife's past life. So let me see. If me go like, yeah, so y'all hold on for a minute there. I'm gonna try to see if I could pull it down and put the link in there. Oh, here we go. Almost there. Yeah, a whole heap of man in our comment section, friend, I said they would definitely not leave their wife. Let me see. This video right here had over 1,302 comments upon this video. 1,302 comments upon the video. Yes. Boom. I just shared the link right there in the chat. All right, I'm gonna share it twice. That's the link. If you think I joke me, I make them sitting here. Yeah. All right. Why? All right, let me get off this because now I go back in we do some topic man. Boy, we did some topic. She give him jacket and dash. All right, I'm come off of this. Me remember. Boy, though gone bad already. It might as well stay, says Nans. Look in our comment section. When you don't have time, when you go watch that video there, I shared the link in the chat right there twice. Go and look in the comment section. You will see, I was surprised. A lot of men out there said, I'm not leaving my wife after that. I'm in love with her too. And I know me just find out about that after we've been together for how long and we build a good life together. No, so me not left her. Me I left. But a whole heap of man out there said they wouldn't leave. So the moral of the story is that. The moral of the story is tell the truth from the beginning. Because there's somebody out there who is not going to leave you. Yeah, like we close off the part because we're gonna get into the whole heap of stuff with Andrew Holness do for Jamaica. Right? SouFLo, how come me can't get into the chat? Is it always full? Or me a bot? In which chat, Dorothy T? How come you can't get into which chat? Are you talking about the WhatsApp chat? She said, is it full or me a bot? Yo, Caribbean people are sitting there listening a while. Barry's message said, me not left, me not left, me not left, me not left. Oh, the WhatsApp chat, that's always full. That's always full. One time the WhatsApp chat never go on with nothing, and you know, a lot of people used to leave and then people could go in, but one day me get up and say, you can share anything in here except for. I don't want to see no child porn in here. If a big people porn, share it in there too. Cause sometimes we might catch, like when they catch the policeman swipe the something. So those you can share. Once we did that, that chat room got full and stayed full, and ain't nobody coming out. I see one person accidentally let themselves out. Somebody else took their spot like right away, and they keep writing me and saying, "SouFLo, put me back in the chat, please. Me accidentally take myself out of the chat. Me don't know how you accidentally take yourself out of the chat, but I couldn't put them back in because there's no space." Well, anyhow, and that's somewhere where we can share stuff too. You know, sometimes we share some grotesque things there. So you have to be mindful of that too. And it's because we can't share those pan here, so we can have a discussion about what happened in those videos on here, but we can't share those images. YouTube will literally swipe your channel from you if you put that up here. So that's what it's for as well. I haven't been over there in a while. I may have some stuff to share too, because there's another brother who has a chat, and his chat is always full, but him film chat always get the strips them. So him said he's also somebody that's here, and I him put me on to film chat. So him said, SouFLo, like how you have that platform here, come over to film chat, man, and take the something them and put it on for chat. Cause me see I do the story them, but me have the video them and the picture them sometime. So I go over film chat, and lo and behold, they're there. If any shootout go on at Jamaica, if any, just a lot of stuff. I have all the pictures and stuff I normally share to the chat once we get them. I haven't been to his thing in a while because we're busy, but me I gonna try go there today. Bill and next WhatsApp chat because me done on the waiting thing for 4 years now. Jerome, big up yourself. What go on? You know how hard it is for even monitor one year. Tell me about Bill and next one. Yeah, it just dead it. It just dead it. Me like the little one thing still. Let me put it like this. Shout out to the people them in the chat who be doing stuff. One of them, I'll never forget, the brother just come up to me and he was like, yo, big up yourself. What you do for the youths them? Me I say, what me do for the youths them? Me think him did I talk about, because at that time I was packing some barrels to send to Jamaica for the clinic, right? I me think at that time did I talk about, but I was like, and him say, yeah man, the back to school drive went off good, and the youth them get a whole heap of things, you know, book and school bag, and some of them get shoes and this, and me I say, so me know I act like say me don't know what I talk about, but I didn't know what he was talking about. And he was like, Yeah, because we in the chat, in the WhatsApp chat, we organize it, put it together, and do it on behalf of SouFLoTV. I mean, I said, damn, really? I say, yeah, man. And the youth them enjoy it, and everybody get them thing. I was like, man, thank you so much, So them over there and them build them little family. Me see people over there share what they're having today for dinner and put up they're sharing what them cook today and everything. You know what? This weekend I might jump in that chat there and do some of them something there. Just to endear myself to who is there as well. So big up on yourself for that. And for coming together as a family as that, especially when I know I'm already. So especially if positive things like that are happening, I appreciate it greatly. I can't say enough how great me appreciate it. Because when the brother tell me didn't even know about it, and I'm like, yeah man, they my bunks off my fist at me. I'm like, yeah man, yeah. Huh? I was telling Shakira, I was like, babe, after me never organize no back to school drive at Jamaica or nothing. She said, you're the man, say them in the chat do it. And put them resources together and do it. I was like, wow. Nah, WhatsApp has a limit on the number of people you could. Now, if WhatsApp open up that, then we can do some great things, but they have a limit on how many people you could have in a chat. So, and ours is at the max limit. Yeah. It was Saban TV that organized it. Why? I'm super grateful because people out the road come approach me, and I said, and didn't even, not even did tell me nothing, and y'all did it on behalf of this platform, which it'll make me want I'll shed that tear. Me not lie. The whole time I'm in the store, me a grocery shop, and me just I think about it. Just I think about it, and me I said, damn. So we can really move mountains, man, and we can really help each other and help with one when we unify, and that's what that says to me. That's what that says to me. God know. Me so grateful. I am so grateful. Yeah. But with that said though, it's hard to get in that chat, my friend. The people them in there. At one point, I wanted to kick out some people because I was like, for whoever is in this chat whose name is in green, that would be another incentive. So if you have membership to the channel, you would have this chat, which would be yours, and except for 1 day a week. And then the WhatsApp chat would be exclusively yours. But when we do that, there were people in there already who they had formed relationships with already before we did the membership stuff over here. So on me over there, I'll send out notice. You have 1 week to get your notification, to get your membership at SouFLoTV, or I will be putting you out this chat myself. The people them said, no, SouFlo, you can't do that. You can't do that because my friend in here, and they might not have membership to the channel, but they show up every day. Every morning, them that are with me, blah, blah, blah. And they've been here all along. They share stuff all the time. Rare. So I say, you know what? Some of these people are in places where the membership thing is not available either. So I just left it. So who in there? In there. And that's another family. Jerome says, Flo, that means you don't post in your chat. Say you're going live. Not all the time people get notification from YouTube. Well, hear what Jerome, the thing about the YouTube thing is the short. They give us now where we can do a 15-minute video or a 3-minute video max, a short, right? So if I tell you, say, anytime from 6 in the morning, just get up and look and just check. You're going to see. Because I make it a duty to put up one every morning. It may not be on 6 on the dot. It may come in like 6:05, something like that. But anytime in the 6 period, I'll put up a notification saying we're going live at 7. We're going live at 7:15. We're going live at 8 today. Today we're going live at 10, right? It would do that. Not the post when him have Audrey. Audrey, big up yourself. Not sure. Here, Audrey, one morning, I mean, she alone show up, me I talk on morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work and by me done the intro. Me I say, rotten. I mean, Audrey one day. So me I say, Audrey, are we alone there? Like, nobody not get something wrong. And she I say, yes, something wrong. So she said, hold on, let me go get some people. And next thing, Missy Brown Brown came in. She was like, Mr. See Missy Brown Brown here. She said, yes, I'm me, go get her. I'm me, go get her. I'm going to get some more people. And she started getting the people in. And then everybody started coming in way after. So that's the morning when Lovely Anika said, why don't you just use your shorts in the morning, say from early morning, I'll make we know if you're going live or not. Because sometimes, honestly, I was going live at 6 and then sometime 8 and then sometime 9. That's a big gap of time. Nobody don't know when. And people have them life, right? I know everybody busy. So we have to like bring it in that's all, which it helped a lot. Who have access to the chat can post SouFlo going live. Or maybe I just need to slide by the chat and say me I go live now. Right. But I tell you the truth, in the morning, after I come from the weight room, I'm here. I'm done tired already, Like yesterday morning I did an hour and a half on the treadmill at decent speed. And me I think say, yo, I feel good. Like I still got it. Right? Why when I come off of that treadmill there, like I couldn't feel my leg them. And then I sit down on the couch in a middle idea because wife did off yesterday. I sit down on the couch in a middle idea and when I go to get up, the whole of my back and my leg cramp up. And I feel jump up fast before it fully cramp up for me. So I'm just tired out. And then I'm here working on 2 computers doing 2 different things. And then me I look at me and say, right, it's 5:55. So me have to grab the phone and go up on YouTube and set it up for the short and then do the short and say, we'll be going live at 7 this morning. La, 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 say something constructive. Post that. Go back over here, so. All right, at 6:15 now. Me say you go live 7:15. You have 1 hour and you have to finish this project, mail this off, sign them paper here and finish this project. You save this before. So that's how my mornings be. All the way up until you hear me say, morning thoughts, I'm running like this. So if you go add one more thing to it now, remember, say you have to pass by the WhatsApp chat and say I'm going live now. Then you have to go put up that video now. It just keeps adding up and adding up. Me I try to do too much like me as a team of people, and me only one person. Audrey said, you normally go and say SouFlo on live now. Audrey, I appreciate you greatly. We can't say thank you enough. And Lovely Anika, I can't say thank you enough either. It was Lovely Anika's idea. And from me do it, honestly, every time we start up the live in the morning, people there. Lovely Anika, I get notifications now. But the shorts have me up every morning, ready to watch the live. See it there? And it has serve our next purpose as well. Right? Teamwork make the dream work, and I appreciate everybody that's a part of this. Because me alone couldn't do it. Honestly, if I was, and I keep saying this, if without y'all, I would just be a talking head. Just sit down and talk. Remember when we used to do my video them, and the video them used to get 13 views in 2 weeks. You know how disheartening that is? 13 views in 2 weeks. I said, John, no. You mean to say all the important stuff when me say, all the research, when we go research, all the long talking, 13 people alone find so me say make sense? Oh God. And then, we kept persistent and it got better and better and better. But imagine 13 views in 2 weeks. That's why I'm not really run down views now, because I remember still when it was 13 views in 2 weeks, 50 views in 1 month. Them kind of sitting there. Chris H says, that's why I support your network, even though I don't get. Wait there. Audrey is very militant. Hold on there. Let me see sitting there. A lot of messages going up. Somebody says sitting, I think Audrey is very militant. Audrey is me. Didn't know you. If me didn't know you 20 years ago, a whole heap of your girlfriend them you would have hooked me up on. Jerome, I normally go and say SouFlo is on now. Gather up the forces. Chris H says, that's why I support your network, even though I don't get the chance to tune in as much. Have to support, you see me? Yeah, man, because the people them over here, that's over here, I'm telling you. This, I love when, don't you notice when we go live and the live is open, how the live, even though sometimes that fun still enough, because sometimes you're just in the mood for some madness. And depends on what the topic is. Me know say if me open up the live, figure and foolishness are going to go on. Tempers are going to flare, all kind of something are going to happen. Sometimes that's good, but it's not good every day. So I love to have, like, when I see all names in green and everybody depends some, even if they disagree, them still respect each other. It's like a family affair kind of thing. I love it. I love it. This is exactly what we intended to build. We used to do dancehall reviews, and me I tell you, say, the mount up under your woman when me see you, me I'll shut out your face, and not just for me, but for among, if you could just imagine that's all was trending in your chat, like all along, and me I said, why so far can't this year bill? Because this is not sustainable. People outgrow foolishness. People grow into consciousness and into sense, but people outgrow foolishness. So if you are trying to build something sustainable, don't try make it something where build upon foolishness. Because even foolish people, at some point, them start wising up, them gone left that. I can't relate to that no more. I've grown, you know? So we do always want to build something like this one. Lovely Aneka say, I'm not going to lie. I commend you for your hard work and dedication into building your channel. Getting up every day and seeing your video is amazing, and I'm still struggling to find time to make videos. You're still struggling to find time to make videos? You should let Shakira tell you how I do. Like, big up yourself for that, Aneka. Yeah, man, but this is from some all-nighter pull. Like, don't go sleep for... First of all, when we started out, right, there were people who used to say, SouFlo, like, tell me what to do. And I say, okay, I don't have a problem sharing what to do. But you see, from the start off, I say, you love sleep? And them say, I can't do without my sleep. I say, you're not going to do this then. You're not going to do it. If you do it, you're going to be mediocre. You're not going to do this then. Remember, I know, may I build this while I'm on contract, you know. So I have a contractual obligation to a medical facility. Now, I used to even bring home work with me. I may stay in a motel room with wifey in the motel room. So I treat 12, 13 patients for the day. I have to do a case note on each treatment session. Sometimes on the 6, 7 treatment sessions are documented. The rest of them, I have to carry that home with me and lay it out, write it out. So tomorrow morning, before I even treat, have to have all that submitted in the computer, all kind of sitting. Then they started giving me access outside of work, but I can't be on the clock. So me I do that. Plus me I think about content to go create, to put up, come on, this for work. Then that would turn into, then I'm doing long hours at the medical facility because I have to be there from 7 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning. Come here, try to catch my patient them from when them wake up in the morning so I could do all their ADL stuff with them and all the other stuff. So I was trying to be an exceptional therapist, plus stand out on YouTube, and it was taking everything. Literally go 2 days straight on a regular basis with no sleep. 2 days straight. 48 hours straight on a regular with no sleep. And I would do that 2 days straight, break down 1 day, sleep for about 4 or 5 hours, up, gone again, 2 days straight again, same thing again. And that's how I got to see growth. So I was seeing the growth so fast that I was like, it's worth it. Plus, me have a problem anyway. And I was trying to channel it into something positive, right? I have an issue. I have issues. And I was trying to channel my issues into something positive. No need to go into the details of what the issues are. A lot of you could imagine. If I say I'm a combat infantry soldier and I came out of the military with lots of issues, them have manpower, psych care, all them kind of something that, yeah. So I was trying to like find my way back to civilian, find my way back to a norm. and not be go and overdrive all the time and days without sleep and stuff like that all the time. So me start channel the energy there. I said, damn, if I'm gonna be up 2 days straight, 3 days straight, put it into this. And that's what I started doing. So I know so the average person couldn't keep up because the average person can't stay up for 2 days straight and 3 days straight. So right that's already that weed out a lot of people. You know what I mean? But it's the work, and the work had to be put in order to see the progress. And we started seeing the progress. So I appreciate everybody who was here for it, everybody who encouraged me to continue to do it. Because if I did I do it, I never get no encouragement. Me I top do it a long time. me I top do it a long time because you know how much people tell me say, that not gonna work, man. Go find something else though. You know how much time you hear that? That not gonna work. Go find something else though. Always we get like 1,000 subscribers me here. I bet you now make 5. And when we reach 5, them said 10 you get on the most that done after that. And then we keep growing and keep growing. You know, so thanks to who motivate us to continue to grow, to continue to go. Because if you weren't, I mean, I tell you something and I see no growth and progress. I got channel my energy into something else. My mom told me about this channel now and says, my friend Violet introduced me to your channel. You know what's nice? What's nice is when Milan at Jamaica. This is when I knew that things were up. When I land in Jamaica, I hear SouFLo, what going? You're reaching at the place. I'm like, oh, they know me. Oh, they know me. They know me at my yard. They know me in my own place. I can't tell you how exciting that is. The first time I actually got recognized out that door was somebody pull up on my foot in our car, and I was walking with Shakira, and the person was like, SouFLo, where had to run them party, bro? Somewhere in Florida. I think it was down in Miami. That time I moved out of Miami already a long time. And she was like, oh, babe, they're starting to recognize your hard work is starting to pay off. But then they recognize she took how we used to work together. Me and Shakira used to actually do videos and we would mirror off each other like a topic what happened. So I tell her, I said to them, I said, babe, I talk about some Jamaica politics today and what Andrew Holness has done for the country, where people should give him a third term, or the things he hasn't done for the country that he should have done, where the people should have made sure so them vote him out. We want to hear your take on it. And I would tell her that, and I would do my video, and she do her video, and then it would have 2 different spin on it, because we are 2 individuals, right, with 2 different minds. And then we would sometimes work together in front of the camera, like she sit down right there so next to me, right? Even that, the first vlogging couple, if you search YouTube, you won't find another Jamaican vlogging couple before me and Shakira. We just stopped doing it, but we are the first people to do it. And then came Wiz and Shaq, which funny enough, his wife name is Shakira as well, from JA Radio TV, big up to them, over in Canada. But then they were the next ones after us. But all them something them on. And the love and the support, from everybody, I appreciate it. So when we go around now, when I step off a plane now, I'm here from anywhere and everywhere. I'm going to pick up the car, if me I walk road, any which part. It's a feeling. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Enough appreciation to you, SouFLo.
Yeah, my friend, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
You're greatly. A great father, great husband.
Try my best,
You help the community. You just do everything.
Try my best, friend.
Even with my story.
Mm-hmm.
This was over a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
Since we did the story.
True.
And you were able to bring awareness, help to bring awareness to incest and the grip thing and things that happen in families.
Yeah.
Off of my story.
Right.
And that's how I was able to introduce Marie's Message 411 TV.
Right.
And then every chance you get, you promote my channel.
Indeed.
You promote Lovely Anika.
Indeed.
Anybody else that come on that have a channel, you try to promote them.
Indeed.
You're not selfish. You don't keep it to yourself. It's like whatever you learn, you try to share it with us.
Indeed.
And if there's something you don't know, it's like you're open to constructive criticism and you learn from us.
Absolutely.
It's like we're feeding off of each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we have become like a family.
Absolutely.
You reached out to that man that was sleeping in his car. And you went to the extent, I mean, you did everything you could to help him. He tried to put up a GoFundMe. That got blocked. And you never stopped until you were able to get a cash app and help this man.
Indeed. Indeed.
You go above and beyond.
I try my best,
help.
you know.
Sometimes I wonder, do you sleep?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you know I have
and
sleep
then you
issues.
have these, what gets me is that how does he put up so many videos? He's got Brain Flow TV, he's got, and you're constantly posting on all of your social media. On Instagram, it's like up to like every single day. It gets to the point where when you're not on the weekends,
right,
I miss it. Like I get so used to waking up every morning and having morning thoughts that when Saturday and Sunday come, I'm like, okay, what do I do now?
I love it. I love you for that. I love you for that.
I try to search to see if you post any content for the whole week, and I'm looking.
I love you for that. You know, all right. I appreciate you so much, Marie. Thank you. Listen, it's a good feeling to be appreciated, man, especially when you put in a whole heap of work. We're humans. Nobody wants to put in a whole heap of effort into anything and not be acknowledged in any way, right? So I get a whole heap of acknowledgement, and I truly, truly appreciate it. I can't say thank you enough. On the weekends, if it wasn't for my children, I would probably be doing this 7 days a week because I'll be missing y'all too. I'll be missing the audience too. So what we found out that we can do now is like sometimes vlog from certain location, but I'll be trying to, and this is where the balance comes in, right? Because you have to like try to be dad to the children without, here he goes with this YouTube thing again. I don't want my children to be like, I don't want to be on your camera all the time. And here he goes with this YouTube thing again. Plus, I have a safety issue to it too, because you have weird people out there. You don't know who are you're picking them. And I have to be careful in all of this, right? I'm going to my son's football game later. I can go share the football game on a vlog, but I must remember I can't like show exactly where I'm go to school or where they go to school or tell people when and where they're going to be and all these other kind of things. Like, weekend is for them. All my children are together on the weekends. You know, I'm blessed to be able to have that. So everybody is running in 10 different directions during the week. So when I have all of them together on the weekend, I feel them time, you know, what do y'all want to do? If y'all want to go to the beach, do we want to go to do some bonding stuff? This weekend, I learned something. Well, we didn't know this already, but to put it into play is beautiful. So I'll grab the kids. I'll wake up early in the morning. I'll say, everybody, wake up, wake up. They're like, oh my God, it's Saturday morning. What is it? I said, we're going to the beach. You know, that's where my daughter was like, I don't want to go to no beach. And all I did was grab the cooler, get a bag of ice, get a gallon of water, a half a gallon of fruit juice, because the baby them drink more fruit juice than water, and everybody else drink water. Go pick up one big organic seeded watermelon and went straight to the beach with the kids. Set up with tent them and, you know, bring a knife to cut up the watermelon. That's it. and we had a ball. We were supposed to go. I said, I'm going to stay for about an hour or two. 5 hours into being at the beach, all the sun have burned off my forehead and everything. I'm just realizing, I'm like, man, the sun is like kicking my forehead in. How long we been out here? And my son was like, Dad, we've been out here like 4 hours and 40 minutes, almost 5 hours. Like, yo, you know, so there's so many aspects to this life, man. You have to try to be a good husband. Wife, you have things where you have to attend to. The children, them have things you have to attend to, you know, and then trying to run a business from home, plus trying to do this and all other kind of sitting and going. But it all works out. And I ain't complaining. And please don't ever feel like I'm complaining. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful because I've seen others try really hard and it didn't work. So I know that it's luck plus blessing, hard work paying off, all of the above, right? So I'm super, super appreciative again for that. Yeah, I'm super present in their lives and I can't have it any other way. Because like right now, I got 2 that's ready to go off to high school. This is their last year in high school. Them boys ain't going to be around like that anymore. They're getting ready to go away for college. Their older brother already gone. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Morning. Oh, who this?
Oh. So funny. It's kind of funny.
Whitney, your phone a break up. We can't hear you.
Oh my God, you can hear me? It's so. Oh my God, obviously. Can you hear me now?
Sort of. You're going like high and low, high and low.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah. Did you have some speaker Bluetooth?
I have you in. Yeah.
That's
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, absolutely. Loud and clear.
Okay, so I just called in because I want to say when you reach 500,000 subscribers, you have to promise that you will do a meetup.
I will.
Like you have to promise.
I will.
Thank you. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will. And not only that, for the $100, $200 giveaway, I was gonna do another $200 giveaway, but my thing was if I put up a vlog from Jamaica and I wait till the vlog hits 20K to do another $200 giveaway. So every time those vlogs hit 20K, I do a $200 giveaway on the channel. Of course, the giveaway is not for anybody outside of your name. Has to be in green first of all. So everybody whose name is in green is automatically entered into that. Only thing you have to do is watch them. And if you're watching them and the question is asked and you have the answer, then you know the money is yours. So we'll get back to that as well. All right. I love the fact that you discuss different topics, and I always look forward to the different topics that make the show so interesting. Keep up the good work, says Sandra Ellis. Wow. All right. Enough about all that. Moving along. And I say thank you one more time with all of my heart. Moving right along. Andrew, nobody I know. Andrew said, Harpo, who that is? Who that is, Harpo? King Big says, SouFLo hit 500K. I will fly down and play the music for the party. No charge. We going for it, man. It's a feat. It's a feat. But we working on it and it's coming along. You know, the momentum of this thing is sometimes it speeds up and then sometimes it slows down. I don't know. Just God in all things and everything in due time. Like when it's supposed to happen, it will happen. In the meantime, we'll keep it going and it'll keep growing. All right. All right. Listen, what has Andrew Holness administration achieved? Now, the ruling Jamaica Labour Party went into full campaign mode last Wednesday by mass distributing documents containing a list of all the things that it described as 256 solid achievements. I told y'all before, I think Andrew Holness is a great politician. Not that I agree with some of his policies, because I don't. He has things that I like, but there are things that are definitely detrimental to the betterment of Jamaica that I just don't like, right? But to think of this, if you could think of countering this, imagine the People's National Party put out a pamphlet that had said 50 things that the Andrew Holness administration could have made better but did not. 50 things it would have been valuable for them. This is very smart politicking right here. 256 solid achievements. So when we see the pamphlet them, because I saw them out in the streets in Jamaica, them slow down the car, them talk, hand them through the car window to people. I said, damn, they're working really hard. And I don't see anybody from the People's National Party outside like that, which is one of the things that have me thinking, maybe if this election call right now, I think JLP are going to take it. But of course, on here, you have people who said, no, SouFlo, call it. Make him call it. You will see. With their ear. Anyway, the booklet featuring the image of Prime Minister and JLP leader Andrew Holness and some members of his team on the cover has distributed to pedestrians and motorists and left at various business places and private residences by an army of JLP members and supporters, including the Prime Minister himself, who was out in the streets handing this out. The document is also available online, and you can find it online at, let me do this right here. I will post the link after we're done with this. So, what has the Andrew Holness administration delivered to the Jamaican people over its 2 terms in office? Because enough of we are saying, him not do nothing for the country. I think it's super smart if somebody is saying, him not do nothing for the country, for the man to say, oh, I haven't. Here's a list of 256 things that I did. Make we get into the things. Quite a lot. One of the most notable accomplishments is the tax. I'm going to need my Jamaican people them to listen, because if a lie is in here, I need you to call out the lie. One of the most notable accomplishments is the tax relief that was provided to Jamaicans over most of the past decade. Under the current administration, there has been no new taxes for 8 years straight. This is a significant achievement. Not only has there been no new taxes, but some taxes have been reduced or even eliminated altogether. For instance, the GCT on electricity was cut from 15% to 7%. Transfer tax and stamp duty were also lowered, reducing the burden on those purchasing homes and other properties. GCT was also cut on farm supplies, including fencing, water tanks, veterinary equipment, which is a move which has helped many farmers to save money. In addition, minimum business tax and asset tax for unregulated companies was abolished, as was GCT on imported breeding animals. The Holness administration also raised the income tax threshold from 592,800 to 1.8 million, and increased the minimum wage from 6,200 in 2016 when they first took office to 16,000 today. We can argue and we can say the minimum wage still low, because I still know 100 US that I mean I work for nobody for 40 hours a week You know, $98, $89, how much that is, under 100 US for 40-hour work week. But when they took office in 2016, it was $6,200. Today, it is $16,000. Argue with it all you want to, that's a significant change. Other measures that benefited our pockets were allowing us to purchase items online that were valued at up to 100 US dollars without duties, and raising the duty-free allowance for travelers to 1,000 US dollars, which in both instances is twice as much as before. The administration's boast of reducing the percentage of Jamaicans living in poverty from approximately 21% in 2015 to 8.2% in 2023, and significantly lowering our unemployment rate. Again, there's room to argue there that yes, you provide a lot of jobs, but these jobs aren't jobs that can pay all the bills. They are not jobs with livable wages for most of them. But the fact remains, unemployment went from 21% to 8.2%, significantly lowering our unemployment rate. Our debt has been cut nearly in half to our lowest level in 30 years. Now, talk about investments. There has also been significant investment in national security. Over 6,000 new police officers were recruited since 2018, bringing the Jamaica Constabulary Force to its full complement of 14,000. And 50 more judges have been appointed across all levels of the judiciary. Again, we can say, I remember when one of the biggest complaints was, we don't have enough police to do the work. And the police, them where we have them stress out. Because they never carry the man, them go, you're so and this, so you're a police officer from town, them have you serve down a country. Because country get hot. They added 6,000 new police officers. 50 new judges. There's a super backlog of cases built up in the system. That's why sometimes you guys will hear, all right, may I do a story? I'm here, everybody I say, then that's how long it take them to bring this case to go to court. Jesus Christ, man. It's been years now because there weren't even enough judges. They added 50 new judges across all judiciary. Them talk about domestic violence. Domestic violence units have been established at 10 police stations, and laws against predial larceny, which is when you thief people things, have been strengthened, accompanied by the recruitment of new agricultural wardens to support enforcement. These and other measures have likely contributed to a reduction in crime, with the murder rate reportedly dropping significantly in recent months of this year, 2025. We have a bone to pick with the murder rate because from 2016 they took office until now, one of the highest murder rates Jamaica ever had happened on Andrew Holness's watch. They didn't have any crime plan, so they kept using ZOSO, Zones of Special Operation, and SOE, State of Emergency. And these two things, Zone of Special Operation and State of Emergency, basically means citizens' rights are basically suspended, you know. So when them a call out the youth them in the area and carry them, go lock them up for all months at a time and they never do nothing. And then them let you out with a pat on your back. All right, go and about your business now, boy. And you have no legal recourse for all that. That's not necessarily a crime fighting strategy, right? And over the years, from Andrew took office until now, the murder rate has been consistently over 1,000 murders every single year. This is somebody who said when him done with this, you'll be able to sleep with your windows and doors open, right? He was never able to lower the number of people murdered in Jamaica from the DMTech office till now. I find it weird that suddenly we're in an election year. Election is about to be called. They have no choice because this is the limit that's given, even though we don't have a specific date. And here we are, all of a sudden, murder rate dropped in a half. I find that weird. So I keep saying I'm a skeptic about this. So I keep saying to the people them, yes, me happy say the murder rate gone down. Cause me used to sit down so and tell everybody say, listen man, if you rob me no mind. Me don't want to get robbed, but if you gonna rob me, cool. Just don't kill me. Cause whatever you take from me when you rob me can always get that back. No material thing is worth our lives. So if you did just rob the people them now, me sure most Jamaicans wouldn't mind. You're a thief, you're a thief. Everybody do what them supposed to do. You're a thief, thief. Just don't kill me. You know, trying to get that murder rate down. And I also always said Jamaica boasts all the time how our tourism industry is booming, but it's not really booming. It's barely doing okay. Because I've been to a lot of these big old all-inclusive that they keep building, and I've never seen one of them completely full. We were doing 1 million in tourists. Actually, when we started this, we were doing less than 1 million in tourists over the years. Of recent times, we've gone to 1.5 million in tourists, 2, now 3. All right. I step over to the Bahamas. 10.5 million. And me tell my audience, I'm jealous, you're frig. 10.5 million our Bahamas have what Jamaica no have. Nobody knows say Bahamas more than them say Jamaica. Right? So call it a little Caribbean rivalry if you will. But me just feel like say when Jamaica put its best foot forward, no other Caribbean island can step to a thing. So why them over there get 10.5 million tourists a year, and we get 1.5, 2, and I go up 3, and that's how we there. Imagine if Jamaica was actually getting 10.5 million tourists per year. So I always tied it back in to the murder rate. And I said our leaders can act like they don't care and act like it's not affecting us, because everybody has said, no matter how much travel advisory foreign put out, no matter how much sky high the murder rate go to people, them still are going to buy them ticket and go Jamaica, you know, because they have to be there. The truth of the matter is there's a significant amount of people who just won't go to Jamaica because the murder rate is so damn high. Now, if we are to set our bars high and believe truly that we can achieve way more than we've been achieving, then we have to look on how the murder rate is affecting all of this, to include why we don't have 10.5 million people visiting Jamaica annually. Because we can do it. We have the infrastructure to do it. Lord knows Jamaica build up more all-inclusive and big hotel than anywhere else in the world. And every time you hear them talk about building something new again, look and see if I know our next all-inclusive and big resort again. So we're going to need the people them to fill those. Now, I'm thinking further ahead, like if we're able to get the people to fill those, then maybe we will get to a place where my brothers and sisters who work in these places will actually be making livable wages. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, you missed something. Oh, me know you talk about it. Me just send it by your WhatsApp. I know you go on to the one here. You missed something.
So you're not there now.
Me just send it from you.
Talk about it. Talk about it now. What?
All right. All of a sudden, they sign over land with the Rastafari and then you don't see it.
No.
Yeah, SouFLo, me send it by your WhatsApp.
All right. Politics is being played. I'll tell you what. When I saw the Rasta them out beating kete drum and bongo drum when the royals arrived, I was already of the mindset that, you know, they can be manipulated too. So them sign over land with them, we are gonna get into that. Right. This brother now answer him WhatsApp. Who was me now answer me WhatsApp? The phone right here, bro. You're probably not call the right number. And me watch the number them were calling up. And the same person that were called before, I slide with the number because I didn't want to be interrupted. When I was speaking, them call again, so me answer this time. But the number show up on the screen and ain't nobody calling except for that person there. Anyway, so if we are to think great of ourselves, then Jamaica, I think that Jamaica can achieve all of the above, then some. I have super faith in Jamaica. We just need proper leadership, right? So the crime thing is a big thing. And I think it's beat the hell out of Jamaica for a long time now. And that's why we don't do the amount. If y'all could only open your minds to imagine with me for a second what Jamaica would be like if we could quadruple what we are doing in tourism right now. Think about it, you know. Just think about it. Anyway, back to this. Mr. Andrew, so all the years, I don't think that there is a crime plan in place still under the JLP. I think, I'll be 100% honest with you, I think the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, and Andrew Holness said, meet your grave or meet your maker. And the Dr. Chang tell the police them to shoot to kill. With that said, you can see why murder rate went down, but police killings went way up. That's not an effective crime plan either, because there is no accountability there. I'm scared for the average Jamaican because right now, police can kill you. I'm not saying that. Police now kill gunman and real murderer and those who are supposed to not be in our society, you know. But me I say, without checks and balances in place, innocent people are getting killed too. And all them have to say is a gunman man. And everybody else say, yay, kill the next one. Kill more of them now, squaddy. That's dangerous. That's super dangerous. So we're going to talk about accountability and we're going to talk about proper surveillance equipment for the law enforcement officials, them, just so they can be on the good side of the good people. You understand? It's a bigger, broader argument. Why wasn't money invested in all these things over the years? It come election year and we hear kill, shoot to kill, and that's it. How long is that gonna last? So I'm scared that election are gonna run off, everybody get what they wanted out of it, and then the murder rate go right back to being 1,100 a year, 1,200 a year, 1,600 a year. You see what I'm saying? All right. But the numbers that they are boasting right now, they are on the table. Now, regarding health, 138 health centers were upgraded and National Health Fund NHF card benefits expanded to cover more illnesses. Me no know where the 138 health centers them there that was upgraded. And me notice they never say hospital, they say health centers. Me no know where 138 health center was that was upgraded. Some of this language in here is misleading. Upgrade can simply mean say me paint the wall them and me put in 4 more chair and call that an upgrade. Plant a little garden out front and make the walkway look nicer. That's an upgrade. But I know that the upgrade that we need medical facilities that function first world style, so that when Jamaicans get ill, them no have to take up a GoFundMe, my friend, or run, see if them can get a visa to go overseas, go get themselves looked about, because they can get looked about right there in Jamaica. Our health care system, particularly our hospitals, public hospitals, they should be at the level where, and I don't care if the politician them and the rich people them want to have them own hospital, but ours should rival theirs. Or they can go to the top floor where we know, say, well, this is the big hospital, so all the big people them, important people them, the VIPs, them go top floor. A beer delegates up there so. But everybody in the same building have access to first world care. Not our leaders flying out to Miami and flying out to England and flying on to Canada, flying on all of the first world place them in the world. When time them get sick, but when the people them get sick at Jamaica, you can't afford to fly go nowhere, you got dead. So we need that to change. So I don't know what is regarding healthcare. 138 health centers were upgraded. I don't know what that means. But I like to see the 138 healthcare centers. Them should have list them. So we can tell people, say, go look on this and tell me what kind of upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Additionally, it says, though, National Health Fund, NHF, the card, the benefits on that card has now expanded to cover more illnesses. Additionally, women aged 21 and older, they can now access 1 pap smear test every 3 years with an NHF subsidy of $1,300 per test. Also, a subsidy of $1,600 for a PSA test is available annually to all male NHF cardholders ages 40 years and older. I'm going to pause just for a minute and say this. To the men them out there, you're there at Jamaica, you have your NHF card, make use of it and go do the PSA test them here, because a lot of you are ignoring your health, not paying attention to what go on. Now, for the woman them, 1 pap smear test every 3 years. Every 3 years? How about every year? Or maybe I don't understand something. The ladies here can help me. Is it that a woman can't do a pap smear test every year? What as Diva said, only the blind can see the upgrades. Mr. Bram said, Mr. Them be a face and lie, you see. Which upgrade? Where I said the upgrade now gone. Andrew said, just call a spade, bro. Ain't no no lie. I be a lie night. Let's ban TV, make we talk the truth now. There's not one good public hospital in the country. Not one good public hospital in the country. That's what we want to know from the women. So it's every 3 years the women do a pap smear, or is it annually? You know what? Let me see something. Let's go first world standards. American medicine. How often should a woman do a pap smear test? All right. Doctor's Journal, American Medicine. The recommended frequency for a pap smear depends on a woman's age and risk factors, but generally women 21 to 65 should have a pap smear test done every 3 years. Okay, got it. It says for women ages 30 to 65, co-testing with HPV testing every 5 years is also an option, and women over 65, they may need a routine pap smear test if they have had regular negative results in the past. If they have had regular negative results in the past. Okay. So every 3 years then. So if they're giving you that you get that done for free then, basically. Because it says you get one free one every 3 years. Okay. I mean, we have to give some credit to which part it do. Them sprinkle. And the thing about people who lie good, I'm going to tell you something, right? And check and see if this is not true. The thing about a good liar will never tell you lies and tell you beer lie. Anybody will tell you a lie and tell you a beer lie is not a good liar, is an idiot. A good liar will sprinkle their lies with truth. That way, when you hear the truth part, you're going to be like, well, you can't argue with that enough, because I know say factually that is true. After a while, your mind is going to start say, well, the last thing we hear from him is the truth, you know, so I don't have time to listen to all this, yeah, man. I guess everything in there is true. Right. Every country, I have different time frame. I do mine annually, and I'm not taking any chances when it comes to my health, says Nance. Women do it every 3 years, a pap smear. It says from the medical journal that 3 years is when it's recommended. I don't think it means you have to do it every 3 years. It's just recommended. Chris H. UK tuned in says they always overprescribe ethnic women in Western facilities. That's just my opinion. And Nan says I do mine annually, and I'm not taking any chances when it comes to my health. Rosalind Smichael says every country have a different time frame. In Canada, it's every 2 years until you are 70. And Audrey says if you're no longer using the plumbing, miss 3 years. Audrey, what you say? If you're no longer using the plumbing, you said 3 years. But if the plumbing I use regular, you're going what? Wait, let me see what Audrey gonna say. Wait, Toronto is every 3 years. 21 every 3 years. Let's watch TV. Wait, now, what Audrey said? What? Audrey said if you're not using the plumbing, if you're no longer using the plumbing, then it's every 3 years. Me want to hear, so if it are used regular, then it's what? Should I answer? Come to Audrey, man. Answer so we can move on. If you're not if it are used regular, then what is the recommendation? Every year. I don't know. I guess it's like your vehicle. If you drive the vehicle real hard, you have to go tune it up way more than if you barely drive the vehicle. Not true? I'm taking it that's what it meant. All right. Mrs. says, but Flo, the machine not working. So Yeah, I forgot private fee, no free. What's the plumbing y'all talking about? Let's ban Audrey, I forgot to answer you upon that. Okay, so at that. Chris H said, don't even bother, just register as off-road. Out of commission. Okay, the administration's approach. The administration's approach. That, you know, hear me, no man. Cause me now go through the whole 256, you know. Me I gonna give you the link. So you can go through the whole 256. We are go through some of what was printed. The administration's approach to mental health must also be commended. Remember, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is a booklet that details 256 significant things that the Andrew Holness administration has done that will benefit Jamaica. All right. We talk about minimum wage going from $6,000 when he first took office to now it is $16,000. We talk about all the other stuff coming on down the line here. 100 or something health facilities got upgraded. The people them say, oh, the blind people them can't see the upgrade. Let's Bad TV said there is not even one good public hospital on the island. Somebody else said, just call it what it is, a beer lie, another something here. We're gonna go on with some more of what's in here. Remember, this is them trying to convince the people them to vote for them. Don't forget the word con is what starts out convince. All right. Reggae Girl said up to last night, a lady's son supposed to do a surgery at Bustamante Hospital, and they had told her to go and buy the drill saw for her son's surgery because theirs isn't working for 3 years now. Basic tools and equipment needed. Life-saving. These are the things I'm talking about. Okay, so the administration's approach to mental health must also be commended. Hold on there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Yeah, bro. What going?
Then I'm on to feel healthy and strong, you know.
Give thanks. That's true?
Give thanks. But what may I say? They talk about the minimum wage was raised from 6,000
to
16,000. And you say that's a good thing?
No, man, me never say a good thing. Me I say.
Okay.
Yeah. Me I say. Well.
Based on my calculation, that you tell me say you give people them $1,000 a year, you give people them pretty much.
Yeah.
Calculated that way.
Yeah.
That no make no sense.
$98 fee. 40 hours of work week.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
But bro, imagine when I did 6,000. How much is 6,500 Jamaican dollars?
6,000 that it was for 10 years ago. It's still crazy though.
Yeah, but it's still crazy, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, for 40-hour work week. Hold on there. Me have to get to the number here. How much is 6,000 Jamaican dollars in US dollars? Jesus.
6,000 Jamaican dollars equals 37 United States dollars and 55 cents.
Pussy clot. Use my language.
For 40-hour work week, you know. Yo, you can't. Bro.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Bro, so when them sitting there make your
and them sit down there, they take 300% increase
on a multi-million-dollar salary.
Eh?
On a multi-million-dollar salary.
When I get no what? When I get what? 30 million?
Oh boy. You know.
That's crazy, bro.
Would they go through the so here what?
Andrew, if you want to win the election, Build 2 decent public hospitals where people them can see. That might give a little bit of grace. At least it might look like say you care about the people them.
Sure no.
And stop trying to read out things where the people them can't hear. I might use your brain too, because it's gonna make people don't like reading them.
Then that me tell you, man.
But they like listen.
Right, right.
So they will listen to but anything. You understand what I say?
So if you tell them anything and then not even go check, you know. That's why I'm saying he's a good politician. All right, bro.
Anyway, me and I chat.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
That's why I say he's a good politician, because to think of this, you hear 5 up say the people them no love read, but them like listen. See, that's a problem, because then me can tell you anything. And you're gonna say my prime minister says so. So true. Here's the next thing that they're not gonna go do though. Majority of them will not go fact check any of this that's in here. That's gonna be my job. So that's the next thing what we are gonna do is fact check some of the stuff we're in here. But a different day, I'm gonna come back with what that is. All right, where the lies were told, if any were told. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, man, you send me a bathroom again.
Hey, what?
Yeah. So here what happened now. They will tell you that you have these things, these tests that you can do free. But when you go to these clinics, there are no machine. Machine breakdown, or there are no available. So now their friend that have the machine, the clinic send you to those places. Or the doctors know where to send you, or the doctors have their own private thing going on.
And them charge you over there, so.
And then charge you over there, so. So for them complex are free, but there's no available free.
Wow.
You see it?
Wow.
Listen to me, as I didn't hear what Lesban said because I was busy trying to call you. But I hear you just mentioned that people don't read. Yes, I did put it in the chat. The people will just listen to what this pamphlet, people reading this pamphlet are saying, yes, the Prime Minister, yeah. Right. They don't read, so they don't know what is wrong. So when they take up things all from 2014, what them not do and put it in a this? Yeah, my Prime Minister do this. He wasn't in politics. 2014, he wasn't in party.
Right.
So there are things in there. But let me tell you something, man. Which part you can get every breakdown, inch by inch, or reason with Ratigan. You get to break down solid.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, so. All right, so the administration approach to mental health must also be commended. It says the Ministry of Health and Wellness launched a national mental health campaign fighting the stigma surrounding mental illness, and they launched a mental health hotline, 888 New Life. I first may hear about 888 New Life. The first. Anybody else heard about 888 New Life and this mental health campaign in Jamaica? So in addition, over 124,000 counseling sessions were provided to nearly 13,000 children and adults who are facing trauma and mental health challenges. Regarding tertiary level education, students no longer require a guarantor to apply for loans through the Student Loan Bureau. Interest rates and fees on student loans have been lowered, and all fees for heart trust courses up to an associate degree level have been removed, so it is free. The government also created 2,000 scholarships for science and technology teachers in partnership with Michael and UTech. Then there is the rural school bus system. In the public transport, you will notice a lot of the stuff where happening in here that they are touting as they've done is also stuff that just get done this year. You will notice that, right? Me notice that. And like I said before, every year should be an election year in Jamaica because by example of this. They can't say, oh, we did this in 2017 and 2018 and it's been running strong ever since and we're building on it. It just get done this year, like the rural school bus system. So, in the public transportation sector, live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yes, SouFLo. You just touched on the mental health. And the hotline, they say you never hear about it before.
Yeah, I never heard about that before.
What struck me when you said that, me I think back when Lisa Hyper did say she want to start do like foundation for mental health. And me I wonder if that's why Andrew Holness did meet up with her.
I was gonna say to you just now, remember when Andrew Holness did meet up with her?
Yes, we're up on the same thing. Like me, I think the same thing.
Yeah. But you know, what do you think about that?
Me no know, cause me I wonder why they met up. Like why did she go and meet with him?
Because here's what I said, okay? I said that Lisa, no, this is before Andrew, when you connect them that's here for me, right? This is before Andrew met up with Lisa.
That too.
This is before Andrew meet up with Lisa. Remember what I said? I said Lisa could become the face of mental health in Jamaica, where she can show people, teach people, just like how Vybz Kartel could become the face of Graves' disease, where he's willing to educate people about, you know, what goes along with having this disease and how to keep yourself healthy and live a normal life pretty much while having it. So Lisa could well become that person that's like a spokesperson for it as well. Now, after we said that, we see Lisa meet up with Andrew. But me never hear about this before, and I don't know if he's thinking along those lines, and I don't know if she's thinking along those lines either.
So when you said what you said about the mental health part of it, it triggered that in my mind, and I'm wondering if it's a connection.
I'm wondering too.
May I go back in the chat?
All right, Fred. All right. So in the public transportation sector, a national rural school bus system. Did y'all see Tanya Stevens and hear what Tanya Stevens said about the about the school bus them? I said them cuss Tanya, you know. But here's the thing. It's like we're not allowed to tell truth. Something happened to the people them where nobody don't want to hear truth from you. And if them hear truth from you, you must go SYM and go, well, them tell Tanya, say, go fix up your pop-down career and go find song, sing, all these kind of things. She's in the UK, actually, on business. She's going to be doing shows there and getting paid lovely for doing those shows. That's the beauty about having a career where your songs are still a hit to a big audience even after a decade or more has passed, right? So people them will jump on the social media and tell you about, go find something to do with yourself, with your pop-down career, go find song, sing. Tanya have songs that she sing where pay her bills still. See? But this was Tanya speaking about the school bus. The same thing what we said yesterday.
Every time I'm talk, then take offense. No, all right, I'm going to assume that Darrell Vaz understands basic maths. Mega assume because a Douglas Vaz picked me. I'm pretty sure you have the benefit of high quality education. Mega assume, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Some person in here, cock your ears.
But he's busy because he's run one whole parish. He's run one whole parish. He's busy. Right? And he have multiple hands dipped in multiple businesses. So he's a very busy man. I mean, I'll be facetious. I mean, I'll be none of them sitting there. He's really busy. So he not have the time to go sit down with one piece of paper and one protractor and one sitting to work out the maths of how the bus thing now go fit. Every time I'm talk, then take offense. Already know me say, Andrew, it's either the people around you really, 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 really stupid, or they don't like you and they want you to fail. No, I'm gonna say the same thing to you, Daryl. Them people around they don't like you. None of your people don't like you. They don't like you at all. Because by whatever magic you manage to carry the magic school bus here from Jamaica, that should have been figured before it touched the road. Say it can't friggin' fit. I, in my crackheadness and dunceness, can't say enough it. And the next thing, too, we're going into election and we would like to have free and fair and peaceful elections. Can you all tell your sycophants and leaders, can you tell the dingbats, the dunceheads, the earheads, the no-brainers, can you tell the people with the vacuum between their ears, can you tell those idiots who are testament to the failed education? You know, Mr. Andrew, is either the people around you. Can you tell those idiots who are testament to the failed education system that they should shut the fuck up and allow citizens, fellow citizens, to have their voice heard? Can you just tell your sycophants, tell your little idiot followers to shut up and get off of people's page? Like when I go on my page and I say, how was I disrespectful? But post one actual picture of one actual bus from one with actual road. Now you have a whole heap of idiots that come on and I say, that's why they're testing it. You're stupid, and you are the reasons why we have the kind of performance we do from the politicians. Now listen to me and get this clear. Both the JLP and the PNP are capable of way better than they're doing. But the reason why they will never do it is because they're not blood clot idiots. Who know? Because nobody holds them to any standard. Who know? Standard law. Who know? Defend every fucker with them do. You think they're really not? Can you tell those idiots who are testament to the failed education system that they should shut the fuck up and allow citizens, fellows, where them do? You think they're really not capable of more than the mediocre performance of them do? If you man did a fuck on the way them a fuck Jamaica, one would have left them long blood clot time and now put up them a half-ass fuck yeah. Them a fuck Jamaica not even a fuck it good. Yeah. And only defend every single time somebody open their mouth. What me say we're disrespectful? What me say we're blood clot disrespectful? What me say we're disrespectful? Yo. What did I say that was disrespectful? Did I say something that was disrespectful? Anybody where the Anya and I don't want to hear me talk, just fuck off and come off. No, you know nobody, I mean, I know you. I mean, I know you, know nobody to me. Me, I know nobody to you, and you know nobody to me. Where are you? Come off. Come the fuck off. So you're messing now. Jamaica no mine and Jamaica no yours. Jamaica no belong to the PNP and it no belong to the JLP. Where them do them, you think they're really not keep.
So this is the bus she was talking about that I showed you all yesterday, right? So we have to go find out what was that bus about. Because them did not tell the people them say them bus are too long and them too low and them not gonna work good on the road them. That's the bus that she posted and the people them cuss her out feet.
It's not gonna work up as a It's not gonna work up as a charge.
As a corner, the bus are trying to go around, you know.
Government, it's not gonna work. It's too big. You have smaller one, bring the smaller one, then.
It's one of the bus them did not try to go around a corner and another vehicle was coming and the bus and the other vehicle can't pass because the bus full up the road. So I played that and what Tanya had to say because this is the next part of their pamphlet that has the 256 things that they have done that are so magnificent. In the public transportation sector, a national rural school bus system has been announced. The public transportation has been upgraded with the addition of 270 new Jamaica Urban Transportation Corporation or JUTC buses. Jamaica get 270 new JUTC buses. In addition, smart card users get to save up to 50% on the JUTC buses. The introduction of paid paternity leave for public sector workers will be one of the greatest legacies of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, as well as increasing maternity leave for public sector workers from 40 days to 60 days. Wait. So you get 60 days of paid maternity leave if you are a public sector worker. The introduction of pay. Okay. The government also raised national insurance scheme, which is NIS pensions, and they launched Jamaica's first social pension support for persons ages 75 and older who were not receiving any NIS or other pensions. Additionally, it built over 34,000 new homes through the National Housing Trust and other agencies. 34,000. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm doing well, like yourself. You're good?
Yes, indeed. I can't complain, you know.
Well, one thing I would say, they need to form a committee for strategies with returning residents, returning Jamaicans who can help them. A lot of returning Jamaicans have worked abroad, and they're talking deportees. They can rope in some of them to give them some, advice, strategies, things like that. That is one of the things they should be talking about. Okay. Not cussing out people and saying that, oh, look on them get deported. Because I don't live in the state, but I don't know what may happen.
Right.
And what happens if I go home? They should form some committee with returning residents.
Right.
That's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right.
Keep well.
All right, you too now. That makes sense, but that is actually something that we can do, you know. That's something that we ourselves can do. But may I talk about that? Let me write that down. All right. So that don't slip my mind. We'll talk about that at a different time. Let's keep going through this. They additionally, it said that they built 34,000 new homes through the National Housing Trust and other agencies. 34,000 new homes. If them come through the National Housing Trust, that means 34,000 families got homes. 34,000 families who are on the lower end of earning got new homes. Jamaicans, if you don't know nothing about this, please tell me. Because I don't remember none of this happen. I know a lot of houses are being built in Jamaica, well over 34,000. But there are houses that the average Jamaican can't afford. There are houses that most of us who are working overseas can't afford. The government also passed the Data Protection Act and created the Office of the Information Commission to protect citizens' privacy. I don't know about that. Interestingly, although the Prime Minister is embroiled in controversy with the organization, the JLP lists the setting up and the funding of the Integrity Commission to fight corruption in our country as a worthy accomplishment. Yes, and the Integrity Commission is under fire because they are trying to do their jobs and you are fighting them from doing their job. So that not even fair. Well, if I were you, I would have never put that one in there for sure. Right? But now I'm going to talk about the things that I don't know, but I'm going to talk about this. When the Integrity Commission find dirt on anybody else, Andrew Holness and his people have nothing to say. They are the Integrity Commission. They are full of integrity. They're doing their jobs. Soon as them find nothing for him or question theme income, then is a problem. Them not have no integrity. Them a pick side. This is propaganda. All kind of something that go on. Well, naturally, there are failures in the administration as well, such as broken promises, including those to establish fixed election dates. Yes, sir. They're going to acknowledge them flaws now, including fixed election dates, implementing term limits, and enacting an impeachment bill. This is something that the people wanted. The people wanted a fixed election date. You said you were going to do it, you never did it. Failed promise. The people want some of them old geezers to get out of power and let some young blood step in with some new ideas instead of the old antiquated thing them we are going in there. Y'all never did that. So there are no term limits on these people, how long them can serve. It's like you're serving that till then carry your go your grave. You never changed that either, and I could see why you wouldn't. Our healthcare sector is ailing. Just say our healthcare sector frigo. For example, in 2019, before COVID-19 reached Jamaica, our maternal mortality rate rose to the highest it had been since the turn of the century to 163.5 per 100,000 live births. We have also seen an uptick in police killings this year. Over 100 persons were killed by security forces in the first 3 months of 2025. This is a 150% increase in comparison to over the corresponding year. We're not going to brush past that, you know. Like say, you know, hear what me I say, you know. Over 100 people police killed for a little island of Jamaica in the first 3 months of 2025. Them gone way past the number they know. That's in the first 3 months. I'm not saying police ain't killing some gunbag, troublemaker, murderous individuals. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Bram. You could say in the first 100 days, we had 100 police killings. Over 100 persons were killed by security forces, and that represents a 150% increase in comparison to the previous year. And our education system is not thriving. In 2024, only 18% of students achieved passing grades in 5 or more subjects. In Jesus Christ. So they done something, a real something, you know. They done something is real something. This is what I heard Damian Crawford talking about. In 2024, only 18% of students achieved passing grades in 5 or more subjects, including mathematics and English, in CSEC, which is the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate Examination, or what grown people like we used to call Common Entrance. The target of 5% growth in gross domestic product, or GDP, in 4 years was also not met. Yes, there are shortcomings, but the gains that were made by this administration must also be acknowledged, it said. Michael Abraham is the obstetrician and gynecologist, social commentator, and human rights advocate who put this together, Yaso, who if you see it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the link. When this video is done, I'm going to post the link as the first comment, and I'm going to pin it there. So you, when your time, I don't know, fix a drink, do something, chill out and just read through everything. Because what we just read through was about 4 or 5 things. They have 256 things that the administration is claiming that they did for Jamaica to make Jamaica a better place. Significant things. And just by reading through what I've read through right now, me no believe it still. I'm not resonating with it. I'm not resonating with it. Let me tell you what I've seen. I've seen a whole lot of trickery in the language that's being used in this right here. I've seen a whole lot of vagueness. Like, for instance, the upgrade. Like, what kind of upgrade? You know? What kind of upgrade? And where are these 130-something facilities, healthcare facilities that you upgraded? Did they give a location? Did they detail the kind of upgrades? So I myself, I'm going to go right now and go read off the rest of this to myself, and we're going to discuss this a little further. All right? Look out for the link. I'm going to post it after we end this video, because I'm going to end this video right now. All right? Not like CXC flow. I like CXC. CSEC. No, man, CXC I did for college. Common entrance I did for primary school going into high school. But 18%. Rotted. So we picking them dons for true. CXC is high school. All right. We'll have a mix up in the morning now. So make me clarify that before I go. Because now I don't have my head confused. I'll tell you in a minute. All right, C. The Common Entrance Examination, which is the CEE, that was high-stakes national exam in Jamaica that was used to determine placement into secondary schools. That means they go from primary school or elementary level into high school level. It was replaced by grade 6 achievement tests, or what was called the GSAT. And they replaced that in 1999. And then that was replaced by what is called a primary exit profile, or the PEP. And that was replaced in 2019. The C, or the Common Entrance, was a significant event for Jamaican students because it largely indicated the trajectory of their educational careers, right? Let me see what CXC is now, because I'm pretty sure so CXC I want now. In Jamaica, the CXC, which is called the Caribbean Examination Council, administers two main sets of examination: the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, or CSEC. So the same thing that, and the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency, which is CAPE. CSEC is typically taken after 5 years of secondary education. So am I right? Of secondary education, and it is equivalent to the GSE, or a high school diploma, while CAPE is for students who want to pursue more advanced studies and is comparable to A-levels or advanced. I was right. All right. What Mr. Bram Bram, I tell you, CSEC is like CXC. Oh, I thought you were saying Common Entrance is like CXC. I thought you were saying Common Entrance is like CXC. I mean, I said no, Common Entrance is for coming out of elementary level, primary level, going into high school, secondary level, and CXC is going into college level. End up high school, going into college level. All right, we're gonna left it right us this morning. Listen, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Big up on yourself. Don't make politics fool you. My Jamaican people who are watching and who are going to be voting in the Jamaica election, please remember this though, because Jamaica has a habit where you don't go out and vote. I feel like say nothing is going to happen because so you just don't vote. Me not vote because the two of them are the same thing anyway. Well, guess what happens? If you don't go out and vote, right? and 10 persons go out and vote, you don't need 1,000, you don't need 100,000, you need 10. If 10 persons from, say, the party, the opposing party that you believe should be in power, goes and votes for them, you will be having to live under the leadership or rulership of where those 10 persons casted their votes for. And it's just that simple. All right? Manners and respect to you again. Big up yourself. Go with God. Walk good. Like my granny Miss Ruby said. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. And like my grandfather Mas Cleavy said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. I'm out. Peace.